good evening, everyone,
Unlimited.
and welcome. MG, you win. You win D&D. Somehow. Thank you so much, Victoria Brown, for those entry bits. We needed them to save ourselves from the unlimited power. Somehow Star Wars always makes it into our Friday nights. It's great. I love it. My name's Michael, your most humble and merciful. Don't forget, merciful Dungeon Master for the evening. I'm glad that you guys could join us for another episode of Kindred Lists. I think we're on number 17 here at Proficiency Bonus. So welcome. We're glad that you're spending your Friday evening with us. A couple quick shout outs. We want to throw a shout out to Twitch and Streamlabs for allowing us to be affiliated with them. We also want to shout out to our good friends over at Little Dragon Corp for all their support. Type in !Little Dragon in the chat. You get a quick link to their storefront where you can buy some really cool dice and use the coupon code PROBONUS to get 10% off of your order. Also, our newest sponsor, Cardboard Castle Games. If you type in !CCG, you'll get a link to their website where you can buy some really cool gaming stuff. If you like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, dice, miniatures, anything that you need, they've got it. So you can check those out as well. I did have something hot off the press here. It just came out. I'm old school. I've got a fax machine. It came in via fax today. Tonight only, if we receive 5 subscriptions during this stream, MG, who plays Lachlan, will record a special video of himself singing and dancing the Hokey Pokey with a mouthful of marshmallows.
What? I guess you will. You will.
Yeah. If you want to share that, in the chat, you just type in !Stay Puffed.
What?
PUFT. And it's there in the Twitch chat for you.
How do I subscribe again?
MG.
How do I subscribe again? I did this last time.
MG, this came to me directly from your agent. So.
Oh. He's fired.
Please subscribe.
But I'm on the hook.
Please subscribe.
We just got the 5.
Oh my God.
Victoria Brown has just gifted 5 subscriptions.
There's my girl.
Why?
So, before we even got started, I want to thank MG's agent.
You're welcome, my friends.
Oh yeah, the agent's great.
I love you, Vic.
We still got oh yeahs coming through my my headphones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
I resubscribed because I was up to do it today. But before I could hit share, Victoria
nailed that. Like she must be like she got going.
Damn.
She was like done.
You dialed.
When I did it on Tuesday, it took me like 20 minutes just to fill out all my information. I was like, it took me forever. She blasted it in there. Thank you, Victoria. We appreciate that. And thank you, Blitz. I think that's what, like 32 months.
32 months.
32 months. That's a long time.
I have to go buy marshmallows.
Yeah, we have we made 2 tiers on Tuesday. I guess Chris from Curse of Strahd has to read the first chapter of Lord of the Rings with a bat suit.
Nice.
And Sharkarino is going to read a chapter of 50 Shades of Grey, I believe. So that's going to be entertaining. I can't wait to see that. So, it's been 2 weeks since we've been together.
Can I interrupt with one other announcement?
Yes, go ahead.
I'm not. It's in relation to Little Dragon Corp. They just released their backer kit for their previous Kickstarter that they just launched. So it's fully backed, and if you have already backed them, go check out their backer kit. It should be out live, and it's going to be within the next week. It's closing, so your time to get your dice selection is closing. Go check them out. Check your email if you've subscribed to them, and you should be able to get your dice very soon.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, because I just got that, so I had to do that yesterday. I was like, oh, I should tell people.
Right. Awesome. Yeah, make sure you check out Little Dragon Corp. I think they blast out a lot on Twitter too. So if you haven't followed them on Twitter, make sure you go check them out on Twitter. They do share a lot of information there.
They also have their pre-orders open from previous Kickstarters, so you can go pre-order limited dice as well with the backer kit.
Very cool.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Little Dragon Corp is awesome.
Yep.
So last time you guys basically visited this place called the Yellow Candle, this tavern that this meeting with Dorn is supposed to take place. In doing so, you kind of scoped out the landscape a little bit, found out that it's kind of a very simple, low-key establishment that has multiple dining rooms that can be rented out. You also ran into a familiar face that you recognized from Daggerford, and upon releasing the magic that was disguising an individual, found out that Elderluke was there with you, and sat down and had a conversation with you guys over dinner. And you guys, I believe it ended with you guys heading back to a place that Elderluke, the Honking Goose Inn, where Elderluke had purchased you some rooms. And Molfin used an orb to scry on his wife, Liliana, and found her to be in a dark place, trapped, alone, and kind of just like a blank, hopeless stare on her face. Molfin kind of shut himself into his room, put himself into a completely opaque tiny hut, and you guys drifted off to sleep.
Since I was not here, can I start reading that book for the wisdom?
Yes, you may. I don't have that in front of me right now. What is the
let me see. If
I don't remember
it.
the rules on the reading of that.
I have to spend 48 hours reading it. I don't know if that's consecutively or if I have to do like small, like 48 hours over time.
Yeah.
That's like a timer.
Over the course of like a week.
Yeah, over the course of a week, you just have to spend that many hours. I think if you don't finish it within the week, then it starts over again, I believe, is what how it works.
Okay. Yeah.
I think.
We'll do some downtime
Yeah.
after.
So if you wanted to read for a couple hours before you went to bed, you certainly could.
Yeah, anytime she had free time in the last session, because I wasn't here and I was very RP light, she could have been reading.
I'll say you got 3 hours into it.
Awesome,
Okay?
thank you.
So you can go ahead and mark that down on your character sheet.
Cool.
Because Callista would know that she needs her rest, despite what
Yeah.
happens this next meeting. So
For sure. Also, question for Molfin. Did you tell us that they have your wife?
The only one who knows is Ashlyn.
Okay.
okay.
I think the other thing we learned, we also. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
The other thing we learned is that Elderluke is not everything he said he was. Like, he's not actually in the Arcane Brotherhood. I think he died a long time ago, and now we're we're talking to his clone.
He's a clone. He's not a simulacrum. He's like a full-on clone.
So
Grand Army of the Republic.
I like what Kristy said through the middle of the week. Not Delphin is actually not even Elderluke. So it's like, no, technically,
but it kind of
it is because it's his same soul, same personality.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like he moved into a different home, you know?
Easiest to ship, you know?
Yeah. So
But that begs the question, was the clone an empty shell before Elderluke died and moved into it?
Presumably.
Think of it sort of like a flesh golem. It's basically he built a flesh body and it just laid there waiting for the soul to enter it.
Yep. It just lies in wait, and when the person dies, it just goes into him. So, yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh my god.
Okay.
Cool as heck.
Wizards scare everybody, I think.
They've been doing that for a while.
And so the story is told. Lachlan, actually start with you. Lachlan, you awaken to the closing of your tavern door. It is morning. You can see light creeping through the window. here in the Honking Goose. Your friend Riser must have snuck out early this morning.
Check my pockets.
It's just now returning. You check your pockets? Go ahead. Make a perception check.
Oh no. I'm trying to hold on 1 second. I'm figuring out my perception here and doing it, and boop. 11. No, wait. I'm it's actually a 16 because of my reliable talent.
You got it. 16. You quickly check your pockets, seeing him come in. Everything seems to be in order.
Okay.
As Riser enters the room with you, Lachlan, you notice that he's decked out in some brand new leather armor. And it appears to have 2 short swords sheathed in a crossing pattern upon his back. He wears a brand new leather belt of fine make around his waist. His face kind of droops and sags with these bags under his eyes, as if he wasn't able to get much sleep last night. But he sees that you're waking up, and he looks over to you, and he seems to be startled. He was trying to sneak back in, but apparently he didn't do too good of a job. Hey there, Locke. I'm sorry I woke you.
Yeah, busy night of shopping?
Well, to be honest, Locke, I've been doing a lot of thinking last night.
That's dangerous.
Kinda is. Really hurt. Does it ever like hurt when you think?
Yeah, it smells like smoke. Yeah, don't worry.
Oh, that's what that is. Oh. Well, anyway, I've been doing a lot of thinking since yesterday, and I decided, I want to come with you guys today. Look, I even used the money that you gave me to pick up some new gear. You see? And he starts to move back and forth and show off slinging his stuff. Yeah. He's like, look, I figured it was better than blowing it all on ale. I mean, how do I look?
That's the number 2 choice. You look good. You look capable. Do you understand the extent of the danger that we're getting into here? Because listen, I would love to have you there. I'd be honored, but just realize that this is the big leagues,
Well, listen, Locke, and there haven't been very many people out there who care to lick about me. Even less who are willing to stick their necks out for a person like me. That Mofin, he isn't such a bad guy.
He's not. He's pretty good, yeah.
He busted me out of Waterdeep dungeon. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that one.
Yeah, that's just one trick up his sleeve. He's,
That's why,
Yeah.
I guess what I'm trying to say, Locke, is, your friends are my friends, and I want to help you. You've all helped me, and I wouldn't feel right walking away from this.
I need you to promise me one thing.
Sure, Locke, anything.
Don't die.
I'll do the best I can.
That's what we all do.
But hey, hitting one of those you hang out with, she brings people back from the dead and stuff.
You should have seen it. There was one time where there were these 2 giant babies that had died.
Giant babies?
Yeah, it's a long story. We don't have time.
Are you
for
talking
it right
about bigger than me?
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely bigger than, yeah.
Wow.
And just boom, like that, back as if they never died.
Why were they dead in the first place?
Long story, let's not talk about it. Anyway, there are other examples too of her incredible revival abilities. She brought me back.
She brought you back, Locke? I thought you couldn't be killed.
Well, I almost prove the world wrong that in that way.
Well, I guess we're lucky to have her around then. I mean, maybe I can, maybe I can come through on that promise if she's standing there.
Don't rely on it. Be careful. Be cautious and strategic, and
Right.
But I go into battle a little braver, knowing that that's the case as well. So
Good. And I do have that other little trick I can do if I get really mad.
I think we'd all like to see you get a little mad in this, Riser.
Well, it's gonna be a good day.
Be a wild ride, that's for sure. And I think having another person we can trust on our side might actually be necessary.
Sure. Well,
thank you.
Well, they're cooking breakfast downstairs. I'm gonna,
Oh, I'm in. I'm like still in my pajamas. I'm just going.
I did save a couple of these, and he holds the platinum that you gave him.
Yeah, don't go through too fast.
Oh, this is
that's all you're getting.
This is all that's left. This stuff was expensive.
Buy some bonds, put it in a bank,
I will if you let me borrow some more. It's a great suggestion.
How about that breakfast? Yeah.
Oh, breakfast, right. You guys leave and walk downstairs.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
What does Morphin's tiny hut look like?
It's completely black, right? Is it just like...
Yeah, it's literally, it looks... he cast it specifically so it is literally just housing him, and it looks just like half a black sphere.
So it doesn't actually have like a door, like a hut?
No, it's literally, it's a magical sphere that prevents anyone from getting in.
Okay, Ashlyn would just stand there.
Ashlyn just standing outside the orb. That's all right.
Well, it's probably just about to
dispel
as it's been almost 8 hours.
While you're waiting, we're going to transition to Diana and Callista's room, where the sunlight is starting to naturally wake you guys up from your slumber and your rest. Is there anything that you guys would be talking about before making your way to breakfast?
Not much at the moment. I think Callista's mostly just worried about Malfin.
Okay.
Yeah.
How is Diana looking though?
Good question.
I mean emotionally, Beach.
Diana looks fabulous.
Absolutely, I look absolutely stunning.
She's a sexy bitch. What can I say?
Hell yeah.
She is fine for the moment. I feel like Diana personally is like when you're in a little bit of a state of denial, when you're not really like, I feel like she knows that today is gonna happen, but there's like kind of like a spaced outness to her where she's like,
that's fair.
Breakfast, okay, let's go. Like she's not like, she's like keeping her mind on other things at the moment.
Okay.
So preparing her spells for the day.
Oh yeah.
I should do that too.
Don't forget, you two can prepare spells.
Diana reminds me. Oh yeah, let's prepare a spell. Like kind
that
of
is what I am
notes.
currently doing. So that's why
Good
I
idea.
didn't know what the fuck she was doing.
No, that's fair.
And while...
I don't think Callista would like probe, like seeing that she wants to be distracted. She will like, yeah, let's compare notes on what spells we should prepare today. Is kind of what they're doing right now.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good. Ashlyn, at about this time, you see the half of the sphere just begin to slowly shift to more transparent, and then it just dissipates completely.
I'm like pressed up against it like a kid in a candy store.
Okay. Molfin, you awaken to that, exactly that.
Ah,
Is-
Molfen has probably been awake for a little while at this point.
okay.
Just as that's happening, Ashlyn just sees Molfen sitting on the edge of the bed. His little bag of stones have been, sitting there sort of cross-legged, doing his portent stones on the ground in front, on his lap in front of him.
how you doing? Had a bit of a rough night there, but hopefully you slept on it a little.
I got as much rest as was required. There's still much to be done. I have to leave for that, whatever the name of that place is, as soon as possible to begin preparations.
You want me to go with you and like kind of guard the window or something like that?
I assume we will need to speak with the others downstairs first. As whatever happens today will undoubtedly affect everyone.
About that, affecting everyone. Are you gonna like kill the world?
That Molfen sort of almost chuckles a little bit and just sort of looks down. I cannot remember if you were awake.
I am in trance, so I'm always awake,
No, this is going back a ways. When Crowan threatened us.
Oh.
Threatened all of you and threatened me. And I gave him the warning that should he try something, I would release the Dawn Titan.
That would be the whole killing the world thing, yeah.
Well, not the world, so to speak. Just
most of Faerun.
Just a big crater.
Just a rather large, fiery inferno.
Like a city.
Centered on where I'm
Maybe a
standing.
kingdom.
Yeah, just one.
If it's a deck save, I can live. But unless it's not, then you and I are
Again,
both.
if it comes to that, the intention is to force Callista to take you all away first.
With you when the rest
I
of
can't open it and not be there.
Exactly. So let's not open it and call it a moo point.
That is the goal. But we shall see whether or not this arcane overlord agrees with us.
Tell him it's a moo point.
If he thinks I won't actually do it, then I have no leverage. I need him to side with us against Dorn.
I have an idea. Wait, let me see Ashlyn think. Well, Ashlyn's kind of wise. She's seen Callista transform before. So what if you threaten to release the Dawn Titan and all of a sudden Callista comes in like a fire elemental and you scare the pants off it?
Can you both make intelligence checks for me, please?
Okay. It's not gonna go well. Ooh, I rolled a 3, so that's a 2.
Oh, honey.
Ashlyn,
Oh, honey.
you are so impressed that you came up with this idea.
I have this morning.
Wow!
It is.
I rolled a 3.
But don't you have like a plus
really are
30 or
good.
something to that roll? Or
Only a plus 5. Well,
It's an 8.
Today,
yeah,
okay.
I'm only a plus 5 if it's straight intelligence. If you're talking Arcana or then it gets ridiculous.
It's not such a bad idea.
See?
Oh my god.
But
That's amazing.
it's nothing to discuss with Callista to see if she feels up to it.
Ah, yeah, she'll totally do it. She's really good at disguising stuff.
Either way, we should probably head downstairs and
Okay.
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 So you guys make your way down to the breakfast table. Where you already see Lachlan and Riser with a massive plate of breakfast foods, lots of meats. You guys were still bitter about the last breakfast Clarion got you guys. So Riser wanted every single thing of meat that he could possibly get from the menu.
The shade.
Yeah.
All of your bacon.
That's it. All the bacon, all the ham, everything. I want it all. It's like
Canadian bacon.
Canadian bacon.
Okay, I will fight you. We will PvP this before we even get there.
The Dawn Titan will be released in this in the Honking Goose here. Yeah, so you guys.
I mean, does it really matter? We're only a couple blocks away. Both buildings will get destroyed. So.
I would say probably about this time too, Callista and Diana make their way back down from comparing notes and ideas and plans and prayers and doing their morning rituals in order to get the spells and magic that they need for the day. And you guys have a seat. The table is yours.
Callista, I have a brilliant plan if you're in on it.
All right.
You
About
can
what?
be the Dawn Titan.
Come again?
Okay. Mothman is going to, like, heavily threaten Dorn with the possibility of releasing the Dawn Titan. And then you come in, here's you, very important part in this film. You come in and you're like, I am the Dawn Titan, and we scare the poop out of him.
Callista, go ahead and make an intelligence check, please.
Please roll higher than a 3.
Yes, please. Molten's a little.
Thank God. Thank God.
Molten's a little, distraught this morning, so
Yeah.
the mental facilities are not all there.
Okay, so I'm pretty intelligent. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, nice. You are. You would know mostly out of anybody that an elemental titan is probably at least, at the minimum, 100 foot tall.
Yeah.
And I don't think you've ever been a 100 foot tall fire elemental.
Nope, but that would be
Yeah.
pretty badass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Working on it, but not yet. Okay. Okay. Problem.
Solution?
A little. I don't know if there is a solution because elemental titans, are usually within the 100-foot tall, maybe taller range, depending how powerful they are.
What if you burn something down? Do you get bigger?
No, that's not how it works. I can get smaller, but I can't get much bigger than, I don't know, like 15 feet tops.
You say you're a baby titan.
No, I'm a lesser. Well, I'm a regular elemental.
Oh, you mean like those baby giants, Locke?
Yeah.
As he spits
Like
some
baby
bacon out on this.
Yeah. Something like
I
that.
want to know why you know that, but okay.
What?
Sure. Yeah, I guess I would be a baby compared to a titan. Yes, that's a fair equation.
So it could work.
No, I don't think it would.
What about that source of pure magic we found? What if you touch that? Could you become a giant titan?
Oh. Potentially. That
It has
would
not
obviously
been
be
charged.
right, and it would be
Although I
very
could
dangerous
target
and
with them. But there's another possibility.
I point my
Thank
fork
you,
like,
Lachlan.
yeah, think about it. Just keep eating.
Molten's just going to start basically just scoop like an armful of food.
here, I'll just put the good berries in front of you if you need them.
That was my sausage.
Pick up a couple of those too. I have to go. I have to start preparing the location.
Me too.
Do you need
On the
help?
lookout.
And Callista, make sure, should things go funny, that you can evacuate everyone.
I look at Ashlyn, I look back at Molfin. Are you really planning to threaten him with a Titan, baby, or otherwise?
No.
He took my wife.
What?
Yeah. It's really sad.
I attempted to scry on her last night after we all went our separate ways. She is sitting in a cell somewhere.
Do you think Morphin's dead already?
We can get her back. We'll
Let's
get her
take her to
back.
tower and kill them. What do you think?
One way or another, Molfin is dead. She has been through enough. If she watched the simulacrum die, then she believes I am dead already.
Molfin, that's...
Yeah, I don't get that either. I want to know if someone was okay or not. But I know you have your reasons, but I respect that.
And you don't think giving her hope is a good thing?
You did not see what I saw. She has none.
Then give her something to hope for, Molfin. Don't let her suffer like that.
Yeah.
Give her hope. You're still here. We're still here. Don't do that to her. She's suffering
already
enough.
did.
We'll
We
fix
thought
it.
Harshnag was a goner, remember?
Right. We made that mistake once already. We shouldn't do it again. We will destroy him. But
Yeah.
don't give up
Oh,
on
that
her.
I have no doubt.
Just send
No,
her a
my-
message and say that you're okay.
You mistake. I am not giving up on her. The intention is for the heroes of Faerun to save her.
You're a hero, Faerun.
My name is one of the worst villains of Faerun, if you read any periodical.
I don't read periodicals, so doesn't mean much to me.
Well,
I hold
would
up that
say
picture again.
If the
If
name
you're-
of Molfin Greeneast dies,
You could become a new guy.
Molfin. If your wife knows you any fraction better than we do, she will know how fiercely you love and care for people, those closest to you.
and will she forgive the sending of a
What's her
clone
name?
of myself?
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't.
It was
tell
for
her.
our own safety.
Maybe we could pretend that we revived you or something. Maybe that's I think you got a point.
But that is neither here nor there. First, we have to deal with the Arcane Brotherhood and Dorn.
Right.
I am
That's
hoping
fair.
with the threat that the Arcane Brotherhood will see the same common sense that Crowan did.
Yeah.
If not, there's a myriad of other arcane specialists that will sort of put a crimp in what I'm able to do in the tight quarters, which I assume is partially what Dorn has planned and why he's bringing them along. And with our friend Eldeluc not being quite what he said he was, my hope for preloading the dice in our favor seems to have somewhat gone out the window.
Right.
But this is all dependent on one man's actions.
Yeah.
Molfin's going to somewhat pointedly look over at Diana. I will do my best to leave him for you, but I make no promises. I know that Dorn has been a rather high mark on your rather short list.
Yeah, it was pretty much just him and Zolkin. Or not Zolkin. Yeah, Zolkin. Yeah. Pretty much. Thank you. I appreciate you saving him for me. However, I completely understand that we both have about equal level of beef with this man now. Whatever happens, happens, I guess. That's what I'm saying. So it will be nice. But anyways, yeah.
You guys can kill him twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've brought people back and I've killed them
You know
again,
what?
so
That's kind of
I
essentially,
revived him so
actually.
many times.
take a page from my book.
Yeah. Callista Doctrine.
There you go. Yeah, everybody gets a kill. Is that right?
I mean, it's worth the
That's
price in
so
diamonds, honestly. It's worth it.
I feel like I've revived him so many times. It's almost poetic justice if I kill him.
Yeah.
But whoever gets there first, honestly, Molfin. As long as it's one of the two of us, I'm happy.
I think we agree with that.
Hear that,
I'll
Riser?
give
Be
a
careful.
little bit of
Yeah.
a nod. Our friend Elderluke said he would take up a point outside the establishment. He seems to have concerns over the use of his name. I'm not as concerned.
Yeah, it sounds like a him problem, not an us problem.
Yes, and he made that comment the other day about fighting with this Korin Khan, Kamagudgeon, whatever the hell his name was, this arcane maester.
Were you meaning Arklam Greeth? Is that who you were?
No, the guy he fought against Grief with, the current one.
Oh, gotcha. Got it. Okay.
I think his name starts with a K. It just went up my head.
Kashan the Red.
Kashan the Red.
But that wasn't the person that he fought alongside.
Oh, okay.
That's the current Archmage Arcane. or
Current
something.
Archmage,
Yeah.
Arcane of the Arcane Brotherhood.
All right.
Well, apparently the
Yes.
name Elderluke is known as someone who fought this lich, but I'm not sure if the name holds any water, so to speak.
All right.
Given what we're dealing with, I think there's probably no real room for deceit or trickery, right? Like, these guys are going to see through any illusions we throw at them, any invisibility, any...
That is my assumption. That is why I am
Right.
walking there as I am. It's
About that, should we like disguise you just from the townsfolk, maybe? Because we might report you.
Pretty rough-looking town, I think, isn't it?
Yeah. It's mainly a pirate town.
Okay.
What I could do, Molfin, because I had a feeling that we would be needing to prep something, I just didn't know what. I could give you an enhance ability, and you can have advantage on whatever check you need.
how long does that?
1 hour. So that it gives us, so you can have it at the start. I might lose concentration on it, but at least you'll have it in the beginning.
Ooh, should we do the telekinesis thing?
Yes,
Yeah.
once we are there, because we are supposed to meet at noontime, I believe.
Okay.
So I want you to get over there early, and
Yeah, right now it's probably about 9-ish a.m. So you got about 3 hours.
I bet they've
Along
seen
with getting
cutting
there
off
2.5 hours early. Gives
The other
us
alternative is
room.
we go get the jump on them in their own tower. You know.
We do not know what we'd be walking into, nor do I know if that is where she is.
Yeah.
Probably some good spell books in there, Gramps.
Don't tempt me, boy.
Yeah.
I salute with some bacon.
All
Wow.
of my... And looks more directly at Callista. Took all of my self-control to not hunt down a massive quantity of ice last night.
Because you were thirsty.
Yeah.
Yes,
I mean,
exactly.
I was listening to it.
I'm surprised you didn't.
And looks over at Ashton a little bit. Cooler heads prevailed somewhat.
Riser
We got
looks at you, Muffin, as well, and says, "Oh, Muffin, I wanted to give you something too. Here." And he, right down in front of you on the table, he plops down 2 dice.
John sort of picks him up.
You were talking about loading the dice. Those are loaded.
How much did you spend yesterday, right?
I told you this was all that was left, and I think I just spent it on this plate of bacon.
Aww.
Wow. Platinum's worth of bacon? Hell yeah.
Yeah, the rest of it, they haven't even cooked it yet. It's still in the back.
Nice.
Your new armor does look spiffy, Riser.
What was that?
Your new armor looks spiffy.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it fits a little snug because I'm just really hairy.
Yeah, that's TMI. You don't have to say that all the time. You know you're
I'm kind of sweating a little bit underneath.
Oh, yeah, no.
Muffin's going to take the dice and slip them into a pocket.
Okay.
And while slipping the dice into the pocket, is going to pull out and trying to do it somewhat sneakily. Pull out some coins and just slip them to Riser as he walks by.
Okay, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check then. If you're trying to be sneaky about it.
Calizza's gonna see this.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's it.
Passive perception of 50.
30.
Oh, excuse me.
30. Thanks.
Okay. Is anybody below a 16?
I'm at.
20.
Okay. You start to like try to hand over this money, and Riser doesn't even notice you doing it at first. And then eventually, like, I guess do you like hit him or anything with it, or?
Yeah, tried to do it and realized that I think everybody is sort of looking at both of those. Everyone's sort of looking to sort of reach over to smacks him.
Muffin, it's just a thing with you. You always feel Callista watching everything that you do. It's just like, it's strange. You know, everything, you could be miles away from her, but somehow she's there and she's watching you. Every step you take.
Every move you make.
Yeah.
The real reason the Dawn Titan didn't come out at the end of the last episode. I can feel Callista somewhere.
I can feel it.
But eventually, like,
Disturbance of the force.
eventually Riser like fills you, you know, trying to hand off this like money pouch to him. He's like, oh, and he like looks very obviously around the table and then holds out like his hand like under like this.
Smooth.
Oh,
So smooth.
right.
Wow.
How much are you giving him?
All right, so
75 platinum.
Of
course you went to
oh my god! I thought you said gold.
I have 4 gold, but I have over
Oh.
3,000 platinum.
God damn.
Yeah, I don't know.
You guys
Hey,
are so filthy rich.
So just shakes her head. Whatever, it's your coin. Do what you want with it. Just shakes her head. Just enable him. It's fine.
How do you have so much platinum? I do not have that much platinum.
I got 300 platinum.
Riser looks at all you. He's like, "Don't worry, I've got the tip.
Wow.
Thank you.
Got it covered. Got it covered."
Thanks. Yeah.
Well, I was just going to say, I am going to head over. It's
Okay.
I'm here to help.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, Mofin, you busted me out of jail. I'm gonna help you bust your wife out of jail.
I'm more concerned with the potential army of wizards that are coming to this meeting, but one thing at a time, I suppose.
Remember, Riser, if you hit a wizard really hard, they forget what they're doing.
Oh, really?
I've seen it happen before, yeah. You just gotta hit them in the head so hard they forget what spell they're trying to keep up, you know?
I was
You're pretty good
thinking.
at
I was thinking about turning into a massive rat and biting at their neck.
That
That'll
works
work
too.
That'll work too.
Yes, that would probably rather disturb even myself.
Muffin,
And I
do you?
summon devils from the pits of hell.
Yeah. Do you want the enhance ability now? Like, I can cast it multiple times, but do we want to, just in case they're already there, do you want me to cast it now? And I can cast it again closer too if they're not there.
No, save your abilities just to be on the safe side.
Are you sure?
If they're if they're already there, they have the same plan that I do. So we interrupt their setup and don't get to do our own. It seems a wash at that point.
All right.
All right, you guys.
Muffin's just gonna pop a couple of good berries, grab a couple more pieces of bacon, and just start heading out.
Nice.
I'm bringing the book with me, hoping that they don't show up until on time. But I know it's probably a moot point. But she's bringing it just in case she has time to read.
Okay, sure.
I think I want to stealth ahead just to look out the area.
Okay.
Lockley, do you think we should do that?
You're a little faster than I am, but I'll try to keep up.
I'll go slow. I'll go slow.
You feel better, but yeah. I'll-
Or slower. Okay. I think we should just maybe stay some feet ahead of them just to keep an eye out.
Yeah.
Okay. Go. Are you guys trying to be stealthy then? So you guys can
Yes.
go ahead and roll stealth checks if you guys are going out ahead a little bit.
23.
Oh yeah.
Only a 20. Oh no, it's a 25 because it's
25.
reliable now.
Yeah, you guys are just dodging in and out of alleyways, behind trash cans and all kinds of things,
Yeah.
sitting around.
Parkour.
Yeah, parkouring off of walls and stuff.
I can still see you.
Eventually, as you guys are walking, you guys are moving. You guys don't see Ashlyn and Lachlan. They kind of disappeared ahead, but they told you what they were doing, so you guys kind of just expect that's what's going to happen. Riser looks to Diana and says, kind of under his breath a little bit, not a whisper, not quite a whisper, but it's like, so Locke tells me that you can bring people back from the dead.
Well, I mean, technically, both Muffin and I can do that. We just have different interpretations of what that means.
Well, that's great. That means that we got two people that can do it. That's even better. But anyway, I just wanted to ask. Now, I don't know what's gonna happen, but Lachlan made me promise him that I wouldn't die. But I don't know. I'm worried, and I just want to make sure that you got my back, cause I don't want to break Locke's promise.
I reach into my satchel and I pull out one of the diamonds that I use for my Revivify spell.
Okay.
You see this?
That's pretty.
This is
That's really nice.
It's very pretty. It's very pretty. This is what that spell eats when I cast it essentially. It is the food of this spell. I have about 3 of these, so I've got enough for
I'll be honest.
everybody.
It's pretty, but it doesn't look very appetizing.
Thankfully, magic eats whatever it wants, so...
Interesting.
Kindergarten Arcana school.
Magic eats everything, and if you don't feed it right, it might eat you. That's called a lich.
Wow.
Okay. I'm gonna stay clear of that. That's for sure.
Yes, as you should.
I just wanted to make sure, you know, I don't want to break Locke's promise.
Absolutely not. We will not let that happen.
Right.
Me, this diamond, a little bit of magic, we got you.
All right. And then he kind of just goes back to his own devices, looking around, you know, while they're walking. Kind of, it's an awkward silence from him after that conversation.
Because of death or the information on liches?
About magic eating things. Like he's just like constantly looking around for things disappearing or things being eaten and wondering if it's magic eating causing it to eat. He's just he's very confused. His mental capacity is not very he's not very good. But yeah, Ashlyn and Lachlan, you guys do arrive a little bit before the rest of the group at the Yellow Candle. It appears to be open. The candles are lit in the main windows. I mean, aside from a lot of people moving through the street, seems like it did yesterday.
Can I go down the alley where that window was toward the room and just kind of begin?
Yeah. Go ahead and make a perception check.
28.
28. Wow.
Jeez.
You can see this was the larger dining room on the side. It looks set up. It looks clean. It looks tidy. It has the yellow candles set ablaze within their stylized lanterns on the coverings of each table. Much like it did the day before when you guys were there. Except it looks like it hasn't, like, no one's been in here. You can tell, like, somebody set it up and it's really nice. It's like, it's ready to go.
But no one's in there.
No one is in there. And all the doors that led out, the door that leads to the back, that smaller dining room is closed.
Mhm.
And the double doors, like the patio doors that you saw open yesterday, are closed, leading into the bar area where you guys ate your lunch the day before.
I'm gonna point to the door and go, Lachlan, I bet you 10 gold that you can't hit that with a rock. And make it sound like someone's knocking on the door. So they open it.
Absolutely hit that. Are you kidding me? And I'm gonna.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, the windows on the outside are closed.
Oh, let's open those first.
Okay, you try to open.
Yeah, we'll
you
open
try
it.
to open them. It's locked.
What do we do? We're stuck, Ashlyn. I guess we just gotta give up.
Lock picking tools. What are they?
I'm gonna try to.
So
I'm
pick
gonna try
it.
to.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Make your thieves tools.
Alrighty. 33.
Oh shit! I mean, come on, a window of a restaurant. Seriously, it's gotta be more to it than this. Lachlan's like, yeah, whatever. Yawn. Undoes the lock and the window slides open easily.
So, or see if anyone opens the
You
door.
see any rocks?
Are there any rocks?
Yeah, you can see there's some rocks in the alley there.
There's some pebbles, some rocks.
Some, yeah.
Okay, I'll give you a handful of those
You know,
and go for it. You can do this.
you're handing Lachlan these rocks.
Yep.
And Lachlan's gonna try to throw them at the. Okay, Lachlan, here's the deal. These doors are like patio doors, so they're mainly windows with wooden frames.
Yeah.
Okay, and they have curtains that are blocking the windows, so you can't see through into the bar area.
Gotcha.
Um,
How
Okay.
far are the doors from where we are?
25 feet.
Okay.
Perfect. I'm gonna use my mage hand to take the rock and just like literally just move it across the room and smack it a couple times against the wooden portion of the door,
Okay.
the frame rather than the glass.
Oh, very good. I'm glad that you distinguished that because it could have been bad. You would have done something. Yeah. So the mage hand flies over and goes,
Duck.
and you guys duck.
Yep.
So you're ducking under there. You hear a.
Yeah. Wait, I'm gonna look up right before you close the door.
Okay, you saw a hand
Oh,
just
no.
go and then close the door back.
Okay. Was it a male or female hand?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception.
Because you only caught a really quick glimpse.
Ooh, 16.
You're not really sure. It was
Okay.
like split second.
Okay. Alright. So someone's already in there staking out the place. You should probably
Could
tell
be an
them.
employee. Could be an
Ah,
employee.
But with locked, why would they lock themselves in the room?
What? Oh, did we hear them open a lock? Oh, it was locked to get in there.
You're not sure. I mean, you guys heard
Oh.
heard clicking, but you're not really sure if it was just the handle itself turning, or.
Caption.
At about
could
the-
go in
at
and
about
find out.
at about this time, you see the rest of your party like coming up to the front, as you guys are
Like
standing
hanging through a window.
standing like staring through this open window.
There's someone in the room. You don't know who,
Okay.
but there's someone in the room.
Yes. Yeah.
There's one way to find out.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start walking towards the front door.
Okay,
I'll follow.
you go to the front
Or
door.
you could do that. Can you cast the telekinesis on us first?
That is
Oh.
probably wise. That's
I think it's teleport.
Oh, teleport. Okay, can you teleport
No,
us?
telepathic.
telepathy.
There you go.
Bloody hell.
I never
Let's
actually
go
remember.
back around in the alley for a moment then. So we're not
Okay.
doing it right in front of the building.
Yep.
Me and Lachlan already checked out the alley. It's pretty safe.
I'm gonna go set up in the alley and take the 10 minutes cast as a ritual.
Sure, perfect.
Then go back to the front door.
Go back to the front door. You just walking in?
I'm gonna. I know he told me not to, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Okay.
I'm gonna give him an enhance ability.
Okay.
Intelligence, right?
That's my gift.
Yeah. You're gonna have intelligence.
So enhanced ability,
I want to cast
intelligence.
something too.
Okay. Diana wants to cast
And
something too.
I have to read these spells. Just wanted to put it out there.
And I realized that I don't think we ever took care of something from a while back, so I'm just gonna hand Diana at some point, whether it's right now or at some point in the past, 2 diamonds worth 300 gold.
Good idea.
Because apparently Molfin is still holding 4 diamonds for the Revivify spell.
Where do you guys get all these diamonds?
Yeah.
We went out.
Wait, didn't
We've
Molfin rob
looted a
the
lot
jewelry-
of places. We don't remember
Molfin
where they
robbed
came
a
from.
grocery store or a jewelry
He did,
store.
Yeah, yeah, he
Well,
did.
I did, but these are old. We went
Oh.
somewhere
This is-
after
yeah.
we burnt the last one to resurrect Dorn the last time.
Mm.
We went out and we bought like 6 or 7 of them.
Yeah, we bought a
Diana
lot.
had like 3 or 4. I had 4. And I was supposed to give them to Diana, and I never bothered to. And I'm
Let's just say that Molfin just had a moment where he was like, "Oh, by the way,"
Yeah,
and
it's
I was
like-
like, "Where have you been keeping these?"
it was a strange conversation I wasn't meant to hear. Yeah, have some diamonds.
Well, diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Really, I thought that was
Thank you.
Callista.
Me too.
That's my girlfriend. No, that's Bay. No,
Riser looks at you. Magic gonna eat those too.
it
Probably.
might. Magic might.
Well, Diana might.
Let's hope not.
Yeah,
She has this hideous craving sometimes where she'll just go all feral and start gnawing on gemstones.
always the week before my period.
Mood.
Riser's just like turns around and walks away.
I kind of
Wolfen
just pat Callista,
same-
or Callista pats Diana on the back, like, good job. Well done.
Nice.
Molfen does the same thing, but heading towards the front of the
Okay.
establishment. Nope.
I need to
I
touch
have to deal with
you.
the
Okay, what
children and-
what was the spell that you were casting, Diana?
Cast aid on Molfen, Callista, and Riser. And
What does that do?
Oh.
it does
Nice.
spell
Maybe
bolsters
for-
allies 12 for 8 hours. Hit point maximum and current hit points increased by 5.
Oh.
Ooh.
So
So you all get 5.
max hit points is up by 5?
Yes, and your current hit points.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And it's not concentration. It lasts for 8 hours.
8 hours.
What else does it give you? It just gives you 10 hit points?
They're not
Yeah.
temp. It raises your max and fills it that
Oh,
much.
oh,
yeah. So it's
gotcha.
like your hit point maximum is raised by 5.
Cool.
And I'm gonna leave. Oh, crack! I have them linked. Okay, I'm just gonna have to keep a note.
Oh.
Cool.
Okay.
Riser looks at Molfin's like, oh, I feel like I could take an extra punch.
Don't want to try?
Don't
Ah.
ask them.
It hurts a lot.
Maybe later.
Okay,
Right.
let me know.
He looks he looks at Diana and is like, can you cast that again on me later?
Absolutely. Yes.
Awesome. Great. He's kind of just walks away. So Molfin,
And Molfin's
you're heading. to the-
Molfin's walking in and heading right to that large dining room.
You walk in, and
And all the lights go out.
they do.
Oh,
yeah, the
yeah.
candles go out. Entering the yellow candle,
That trapped.
you are greeted warmly with a smile as you see the same plump woman with curly hair behind the counter as you did the day prior. She's clad in her ruffled apron. She picks up a few steaming hot plates of what looks to be some kind of breakfast foods, sets them down in front of two patrons sitting at the bar area. Similar to yesterday, there are very few patrons here. Just a few people. There's like 2 people at the bar and then like 2 people at a corner table. It's kind of like it. The double doors that lead to the side dining room are... What was that?
Sorry, no, froze for a second.
Oh, okay, sorry. The double doors that lead to the side dining room are firmly shut and closed. They have closed long blinds that cover the glass windows that they contain. She just kind of greets you with a smile and just...
That room's empty.
Molfin's just walking right over to that room.
Okay.
It's double doors.
Double doors with glass panels kind of in the middle.
Pull them both open.
It's locked. And you hear that woman say, I'm sorry that that room has been rented today. It's off limits. I apologize.
Yes, I know. I have a meeting in that room.
Oh. Well, they
I'm the one they're waiting for.
but this individual, they haven't checked in yet. I'm sorry. You can come back. The appointment that they rented is at noon.
Molfin's gonna reach over and pull out 10 platinum. Please open the door. I'd rather sit and wait for them in there. And literally just holding the stack of platinum out at her.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
She like that money.
I'd rather not have to kill the poor woman, but
Oh,
Wow.
We can sneak in there. We just need a distraction.
wow.
Roll 20's a bitch.
I'm not even.
That's D&D Beyond.
Oh, D&D.
Oh.
What did you end up with?
A 3 and a 3.
Oh,
oh no.
Literally, 10 platinum would not open the door.
Ooh.
I'm gonna sneak back out.
She looks at you and she's like, make it 20 and I get you in.
Ooh.
Pulls out
money.
the other 10 platinum.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
She goes and unlocks the door and just kind of turns the handle just the slightest bit and just opens it a few inches and then walks away. Tucking all the platinum in her bosom.
Shit.
Atta girl.
Lachlan trying to pickpocket the 20 platinum back. I like it.
I'd love to meet the pickpocket who can pull that up. Hold on, lady.
Bras, man. Even Rose can't infiltrate the bra. Can't do it.
Not without getting caught.
Not without getting
Put him in
caught.
an invisible mage hand.
As she opens it a little bit, Mulvin's just going to open it wide. Walk right in and just
Okay. Yeah.
Follow.
find a seat sort of back towards the wall a little bit.
Okay.
And then
Well, who's in there?
get comfortable.
There's no one inside. There's the other door that leads to like the back dining room area that was a little bit smaller.
Oh, okay, that's.
And it's shut. But it's a solid wooden door.
Oh, so we're entering now the room that we had looked into before.
Right. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Oh, okay. You could have just gone through the window.
I'm assuming you guys are all following Molfin into the
Yeah.
dining room. Sure, yeah.
Yes,
No
but
problem.
I'd rather them know that we are here. Everything on the table.
Power
At
move.
least-
Sweets and appetizers.
On our end. At least someone doesn't think I'd be smart enough to explore when he makes threats.
I personally would love to order some fried calamari.
All right.
The woman, like, hearing you guys talking about appetizers, like, you see her head pop through. Calamari? We have calamari.
Chicken wings. Chicken wings.
Yes, chicken. What about you, my dear? And points to Ashlyn. Because Ashlyn's, like, waving her hand.
Yeah, I'll calamari. That's fine.
Oh, another. How about you? Anybody else?
Can I also get some sliders?
Slide. Yes.
Just wine.
Well, she's like, what's a slider? I don't care. They have lots of platinum.
It's small, it's greasy.
Salad.
So yeah, I'll go ahead and put those in, and then she disappears.
Thank you.
Wow.
All right, so
All you guys can smell is smoke from Molfin putting out all the candles.
It's about to go down in a Chili's. That's what this vibe is giving me. That's the vibe of this encounter.
What time is it? Like, how early did we get here?
You left breakfast at like 9. Let's say it's about 9:30.
All right. I'm just going to start reading then.
Okay.
And we'll make attention if anyone needs me, but I'm just going to read.
wait, I'm gonna knock on the other door.
Okay. Ashlyn walks up and knocks on the door. Stands there for a moment. Nothing happens.
I'm gonna open the other door.
Okay, you open it. Opens right up.
Yeah.
Interesting. Not locked.
That door wasn't locked. It's set up too. Looks nice. Looks clean. Looks ready to be rented.
Okay.
No one's there.
I say, should we keep this door open just in case someone
Yeah, just
Like-
keep it open.
transmogrifies into there? I'm not really sure.
I really need to get better on your language lessons.
What? That was a big word.
That was a
Not
very
all
big,
big
word.
words mean the same.
That means smart stuff.
Well,
And a short rest is an hour, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys can essentially take a short rest here if you want to.
alright, I'm
Molfin is
trying
going to try to aim this when he knows that they should be getting there about an hour. Basically, he wants to shoot for an hour before they arrive.
Okay.
Is going to cast a spell.
Okay. Sure. Anybody else have anything in particular? No, Callista's reading, so she's going to be doing that pretty much the whole time.
If I were smart, I would have taken Hallow today, and I would have hallowed the ground.
You want to what?
You want to hallow? Ooh.
You're going to use
Hallow
the spell
the
Hallow?
ground.
I said that if I was smart, I would have prepared that spell today.
Oh, you don't have it prepared. Gotcha.
And like I could just like say that I did and like not use like not have
Use a destiny point to say that you did.
Yeah, that's right.
take that out and hallow it in.
I don't know if Lachlan or Ashlyn has anything that they wanted to do within this next like 2.5 hours that you're just chilling here, getting some appetizers here at the Yellow Candle.
Sharpening all my blades, just like.
Yeah, Riser's like at some point like he stands in the corner and he's like doing like the boxer in the corner of the ring, like getting ready, getting like hyped.
Mama spaghetti.
He's just like moving, you know, just every once in a while doing a couple of these, you know. Just, but yeah, you guys take your short rest. I would say, Callista, you get 2 more hours on your reading of your book. And Molfin, it's about an hour till they get here. If that's the trigger for your spell, and that goes off.
Exactly, it is.
And anybody need from short rests? If anybody gets anything back from a short rest, or anything that was spent, or spells that were spent, I'm not sure if you do or not. Get those back.
Molfin now has true sight.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Closer to the time I would recast Enhance ability.
Okay, so after your 2 hours, so you have about 30 minutes before they got here, so you could do that like 30 minutes before. So
Yep.
you re-up the enhance ability on Molfin's intelligence?
Is that what he still wants? I can change it.
So what exactly does it do?
So it like any check you make with that stat has advantage. You just tell me which one you
Con.
want. I'm
I would say probably go con.
con. I will buff your con then. But you're a warcaster.
Oh yeah,
So
I
you
already have
already
advantage
have-
on that.
You already have
Yeah.
advantage.
Oh, you know what? Go charisma.
Ooh, good idea.
Wait, what's the thing that protects you from the hand taking you over and turning you into?
That's wisdom, but I have no spellcaster,
Yeah,
so I have advantage on that
He
already.
has advantage
Oh,
anyway,
okay.
but it's just a higher DC for that. Yeah,
Oh,
Right.
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll do your charisma.
Okay. So, just so you're aware, Michael,
Mm-hmm.
so for true sight, you can see a normal and magical darkness, see invisible creatures, objects, automatically detect visual illusions, succeed on saving throws against them, automatically perceive the original form of a shape changer or creature that is transformed by magic. Furthermore, can also see into the ethereal plane.
Interesting.
Do you see Riser as a rat?
You see Riser as a halfling, but not quite as hairy.
What?
What?
I'm confused.
And the reason I waited till right
The
beforehand-
original form of a shape changer.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can see what Riser's
cool.
supposed to look like.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Because it's only good for an hour, though, which is why I was waiting till just basically as they all arrive. I want to see who's coming in here.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that happens. Anything else before we hit the...
Should we do telepathic
I do.
bond again?
Oh, yes, in about half an hour before they arrive, I'll take the time to do it as a ritual again.
Telepathic bond ritual. You got it. It is also done. You guys sitting there with your empty plates of several different appetizers that you guys were munching on during all this, waiting.
And probably a couple of glasses of some sort of hard grain alcohol in front of Molfen.
There you go. Absolutely.
I also got
A couple glasses of wine for me.
That 20 platinum definitely helped the service that you guys received during this time.
Much better than yesterday's.
Before 12 o'clock, Molfen, you receive a message in your mind.
Can we reschedule tomorrow?
Those bitches. Oh.
It is.
Who is attempting to contact me? Because I have the ring on.
Oh, good point. So, what are the stipulations? No one can contact you. You're like off the radar.
I think you can choose who you want.
Can screen his phone
right,
calls.
and the only one that I think I had said last time was Kashan the Red.
He was the only one that you were going to allow.
Just double check here.
Perfect. Yeah.
You're immune to magic that allows other creatures to reach without determined. Creatures can only telepathically communicate with you only if you allow it. Oh, creatures can telepathically communicate you only when you allow it. It doesn't say that I can pick and choose who.
So you either allow them to or not, right?
Right. So given I was letting him in, I would assume I'd have to let everybody in. So
okay. How does your telepathic bond work in conjunction with that?
Oh, we might hear it.
I
We
don't know.
might be on a group call.
Group
Like different
call.
bands. Different radio bands.
Oh my god, do we all get a turn to send a message back is my question.
I don't think that works that way.
My question is, does the ring prevent you from actually being able to utilize that spell? If you make it so no one can, then can your friends? Does it shut off the spell's effect?
We need him as a repeater.
I would assume that it would cut me out of the chat. The spell would still be in effect.
Yeah,
so I could remove myself from the group chat.
Molfen has left the chat.
he's
but it
he's
says
muted
if you
and
allow
deafened.
it, so you can come back and turn it on and off as you want.
That's how I would read that. Yeah.
So yeah, you can come in and out of the group call.
Sure. And basically,
so you could also
when you're blocked out of the group call, it just means that you're blocking everyone.
Everyone, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, given that I haven't blocked the group call, I'm assuming whoever is trying to reach me has the ability to.
Okay. You recognize the voice. It's Luke. And he says, Molfen, I got a clear sight of you. Second story balcony, diagonal. I'll keep an eye on you.
Any of them? Just gives a nod.
You hear no reply back? Because he would have to cast another spell, and he chooses not to.
Spells are hot commodities right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Is something else Molfen would be doing as just are there any plants in this like any little potted plants or anything around this room?
Yeah, there's one in the back corner.
Molfen's gonna walk over to that plant.
Okay.
Kill it and revive it.
I'm watching him.
He's gonna cast Speak with Plants. Hey, how's it going, plant?
Oh god.
Not too bad. Just chilling here in the corner of this restaurant, you know.
Molfen's burying a bean. Choosing not to water it.
Okay.
Putting it in soil.
This is another insurance policy. Yeah.
Make an intelligence check, Molfen. Actually, make it a nature check.
There's natural moisture in the dirt.
It's a cactus.
It's a cactus. You don't water it. If you water this plant, it's over.
Nature. Apparently, I'm all about the plants.
Hey!
What'd you end up with?
Callista's rubbing off on ya.
21.
It looks as if somebody watered this plant this morning, and the dirt is still kind of moist. If you put it in there, it's probably going to cause the bean to eventually get water.
How long do I have?
You have no idea.
Are they here?
Oh, till they're here? 10 minutes, if that.
Give it to
Wait
me.
for
I
it,
can
wait for
mage-hand
it.
it.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Okay, hold on. Let me. I gotta
Wait,
check
you have
that.
mage hand. You could mage hand it.
Yeah, you have a mage hand.
Can you imagine if you roll up the giant pyramid that destroys this city block?
I mean, it'd be
this-
very
This
appropriate.
poor restaurant.
Wolfen is going to burn this 10 minutes he's got before they're due to get here, and as a ritual, cast Unseen Servant.
Okay, sure.
And as the servant pops into existence, hand it the bean and say, if they attack, bury it in the plant. Go stand in the corner.
Question for you, Molfen. So, is there nothing is... So, does the bean go invisible with the unseen servant, or does it float there in the hands of the unseen servant? Because I would have...
No idea.
Is he now seen by you because you can see everything?
Well, I can see it. I'm assuming they're going to come in here with, radar eyes on, too, to make sure that I'm not pulling anything.
Well,
Yeah.
then at that point, shouldn't we just get Lachlan to do it? He's stealthy. His sleight of hand is actually outmatches my perception. So if anyone can do it, it might be him. I see everything, but I can't catch him all the time.
Whoa.
Fair enough. Lachlan, if they attack, and hands him the bean, shove it down into that pot.
Yes, sir.
Potentially run like hell. That thing has helped us a couple of times, and we all remember the statue.
Molfen, your unseen servant seems a little depressed that you took his bean away.
Oh, buddy.
Molfen tells it. Molfen sends the unseen servant to stand dead center of the doorway. Because why not?
All right. You guys hear footsteps, and a group of people enter the bar area outside of the dining room. You can hear some conversation going on, and you recognize one of the voices. It sounds like Dorn. And at that point, you can hear this group being gestured towards the dining room. And it's in that moment where you see 6 individuals enter the dining room. The first one that walks in is a relatively tall elven man draped in blue robes with gold trim that seem to be decorative in a way that would show that he is a member of the Arcane Brotherhood. You see a dark-skinned female enter. Hair kind of pulled up into like a large bun on the back of her head. She's wearing a bright yellow and white robes that are also trimmed with the logos and embroidery of the Arcane Brotherhood. Then you see a familiar face. Dorn Ambercrown walks in. But he doesn't look the same as you remember him. His hair has grown out a bit longer, and now he wears it slicked back, ending near kind of like the bottom of his earlobes. His face carries a 5 o'clock shadow, and his eyes carry a dark and weary-like expression. He still brandishes the garb of the Church of Ilmater, but it carries a more flamboyant appeal, almost as if he has combined several of his vestments into one. I kind of envision him as, imagine, take Draco Malfoy, as in like the older Draco Malfoy, when he has his hair like slicked back, and mix it with Shia LaBeouf.
Oh God.
A grimy kind of Shia LaBeouf.
Oh, I was so excited for a second. Then I
No,
was
he's
like,
like,
oh no.
he looks like he's got he hasn't shaven in a while. He looks like he's got bags under his eyes. He looks like he's almost even wearing like eyeliner and stuff like that. He gives you the impression of he looks a lot different. You also notice that there are 3 other individuals. One of them is an older human male that walks through, a little bit thinning hair on the top and a little bit of kind of like a beard that's kind of braided that kind of dangles down. He is draped in red arcane brotherhood vestments and robes. And there are 2 individuals that kind of flank Dorn. One is a blue tiefling with black horns that kind of stick up from his head, and they're kind of like antelope style. They kind of stick straight up. He's wearing a blue cape with blue dyed leather armor. It looks as if he's got 2 swords sheathed to his side and a longbow over his shoulder. He also has a brown hawk sitting on his shoulder as he comes in. And the last individual you notice is a blue cloaked individual. Looks like an older human, wrinkly face, but he's wearing a cowl, so you can't see him too well. But when you start to get a glimpse in the sunlight, it looks as if he is wearing blue lipstick and blue makeup right underneath, kind of like what Kristy's wearing. Right here, what is that, eyeshadow? Is that what that's called? Yep.
Yes.
He's got eye.
He could never be as fabulous as Kristy, though.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of, he's like an older man. What was that hair metal band? We're not gonna take it. Yeah, Twisted Sister. It looks creepily kind of like that with the face, like rugged man wearing makeup.
D. Snyder, some of us still love you. Please
Yeah.
don't.
Yes.
Let's remember what you did for Metal Against Congress.
But they all walk into the room, and Dorn sees all of you there. And you see him get like a slight smile dimpling his cheeks. Well, I'm glad all of you were able to make it, and you were early. Wow.
Insight check. Is he really glad?
Sure, make an insight check.
And as
14.
Molfin's looking at these, any of these people look like they're illusioned or anything, or everyone seems to be what they are?
They are as they are. Yep.
Okay.
Nobody's invisible within 10 feet of me.
Nobody's invisible within 10 feet of you. He actually seems kind of pleased. Ashlyn?
Huh. Okay.
Well, if you don't all mind, we do need to make some preparations. There is much to discuss in only a short amount of time.
There is only one thing to discuss at this point. Where is she?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
That, and also, I hate you. And you look like shit.
Welp, here we go.
Ooh.
Well, that's not the first
I
time
apologized.
someone has said that to me.
Hate you and you look like shit. That's pretty rough.
Answer Molfin's question. Or
Oh, right. So, you know, Molfin, I just wanted to tell you, Liliana really is in great spirits. I assured her that the Molfin she knew was just a decoy, a magical illusion. She was quite displeased to find out that she had been living a lie since your whole simulacrum deal. Why did you do that anyway? I mean, Seems rather untrustworthy of a spouse to pull such a move on somebody they love so much and spent so many years of happy marriage together. Let's not go there. No matter. Just be aware that I put a good word in for you, Molfen. And I believe that once this is all said and done, she will forgive you. She knows that you're alive. She knows that you're well and working for the right people. At least she has the comfort of that on her conscience.
You have till the count of 5. And at this point, Molfen is going to turn away from him and face the Arcane Brotherhood.
And as he says, you have to the count of 5, I put one flaming finger up.
I do not know which of you is Kashan the Red. Your name was given to me by Eldeluke.
Daddy kind
If
of
he
just
does
gives
not
you a
answer my
suspicious look.
It is a long story, but suffice to say, if he does not answer my question by the time 5 hits, I'm certain that people of your knowledge will have heard the name Majera. I am in control of that beast. And
Number
I will
2 goes up.
release it.
Number 2 goes up.
The older man in the red robes looks at you and says, I presume that you are Molfen. Listen, we are just here to talk.
3.
That sort of went out the window when someone kidnapped my wife.
Dorn looks at you and said, I did not kidnap your wife. She was brought to me, to my doorstep.
By who?
By the abyssal wretch that you left live when you robbed the Temple of Ilmater. Don't you remember? You did this to yourself, Molfen.
What?
Insight check.
Go ahead.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'd also like an insight check on that
Sure.
before I put up the next finger.
Sure.
I'm sitting there like awkward. Like,
Natural 20, natural 20! I just...
Natural 20?
Natural 20!
Didn't
27?
sling on
21 nat
freaking-
20.
21, nat 20. Yeah.
Good job, guys.
If
you
you
both met.
if you remember when Molfen II went to the Temple of Ilmater, something came out.
Right.
And
I brought this up like 10 times. Yeah.
and then you guys fled and bamfed out of there and left it.
Oh,
It went looking for you. And it ended up finding your house. And you're getting the idea that it found you, but it found Molfen II.
Wrong one.
It found the only Molfen it had ever met.
It found the only Molfen it knew.
Molfen, how do you have to kill Molfen?
I have so many questions. I thought that we dropped an entire temple on that portal. Or was
one
it?
portal, but not the devil to escape.
I think it was the first time that something got
I
out.
thought that it went into the woods.
But
It did.
It did.
it did.
Oh,
It
fuck.
just,
And
And we were just like, let's teleport
Like, we
away.
dealt with what was left so that
Yeah.
no more could come through, but the one that came through
One
went
that
into the
happened.
forest, and we never saw it again because we were busy.
Mhm.
We have a long list.
that one was a little lower
Things
on the
get
priorities.
left through the cracks.
Yeah.
Like, they just slip through sometimes, you know?
Wait, so the thing that was let out was a devil or a demon?
It technically, player knowledge, I believe it was a gray slod.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
It was
Okay.
it was a
that a
it was a
fiend?
Hezru,
Oh.
which was
Oh, Jesus.
which was a demon.
Oh,
Oh.
demon.
Mhm. You guys actually, I
And
think,
which
might
side
have
are we
fought
on?
one before.
What?
Maybe.
No, you're thinking of the Garistro, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
A Garist.
I don't think you've ever fought in a Gristro. I don't think I've ever thrown one of those at you yet.
Big ass
Yeah,
monkey
We
thing?
fought that
No,
one
that was the
Yet.
bar girl or whatever. Bar girl.
Okay.
Bar girl.
Yeah.
Monkey
Yeah,
ape guy. Yeah.
Putting on
So
my
we're on
demon.
the side
The-
of the devil.
The Hezru,
not the-
Hezru kind of looks like a froggish looking demon with spikes.
It looks like a slot.
Yeah,
Okay.
it looks like a slod, but it's not. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Molfen is just going to sort of
You see Molfen.
somewhat subtly to the side.
You see Molfen.
Like flag down at Callista a little bit.
You see Molfen. If you wouldn't have been meddling in the first place, this would have never happened. And now,
You hadn't have been. Nothing.
he stops and looks at you as you're going. As you're,
Never mind. There was a pause. I took that as an opportunity.
Yeah, that's
It
it.
was not an opportunity.
yeah, no,
Stay
you're,
quiet.
you're all good. You're all good. You're all good. You can interrupt, Dorn. You have every right to.
You.
She just throws it really quick F-bomb at him. So, Molfen, the reality is, you've already gone down the rabbit hole. Now, are you willing to go through with this so that you can, I don't know. I mean, she's not hurt. I don't plan.
Where is she?
I don't plan to hurt her. She's
Where is she?
She is safe and sound with my higher up.
Callista's at 4, and I don't know about the rest
Wait.
of you, but I'm kind of scared. So
Who's the higher up?
We're talking to the head of the
Yeah.
Arcane
Yeah.
Brotherhood, right?
Dorn's higher up. Dorn's not a member of the Arcane Brotherhood.
Oh.
Oh,
Right.
who? Oh,
Who's your?
How far away from Molfen is Dorn?
Probably about 25 feet.
are we gonna beat 5?
Molfen's gonna look. Where?
I mean, across the ocean.
Molfen's gonna go into and pull out the flask and hold it in his hand.
You see the Arcane Brotherhood all take a couple steps back. The other two individuals that are with Dorn kind of step up to him a little bit closer. Dorn.
I step in front of Molfen.
Mhm.
I squat down near the plant.
Listen, Molfen.
I also stepped in front of Molfen.
I came to you because I know that you're seeking something. And I know how you can find it. But if you get rid of me, you will not be able to access it. Because I know how to find it.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Be careful.
That means someone else knows how to find.
You
it.
see that
Someone
thing?
told you.
You see that thing that you wear proudly on your arm. And he like points to your fleshy, nasty hand.
That's currently holding a flask.
Like, I know I found that. And I have reason to believe that the answers to what you seek are in the place where I found that. But I have something now that I didn't back then. More experience, more knowledge, a greater understanding of what I'm dealing with. And I also have one other thing.
Well, you certainly don't have a pair of balls. Never had one of those.
I checked.
Kidnap a man's wife. That's like no go.
I checked this morning. I think I'm good.
You should check every morning. It's for your health.
You are a cleric. You should know that.
Molfen sends through the telepathic bond. You probably shouldn't have said that. I don't need him alive.
That is such an I listened to the telepathic bond. I was just about to say the same thing. Like Dorn. We have all of that too. And we don't need you.
Uh-oh. Who'd we lose?
Uh-oh. We lost Sarah.
Sarah.
We do not have an Ashlyn.
Our tech is being brutal to us tonight. What is up with this? We apologize, Twitch. We're having some issues. But that's
Well, you know what happened? She threatened Dorn's testicles, and
Now she's
And he
gone.
cast a spell.
He banished her.
Someone cast banishment. That's it. That's gone. She failed her saving throw. Yeah. So we're going to. We're doing this kind of. Yeah.
Oh.
She's coming back. She's coming back. She'll be here in a moment.
Telepathically, just say when and I'll light them up.
I got the
Wait,
beam.
One finger. That's all it takes.
Molfin's going to look at the Arcane Brotherhood
Okay.
and just sort of cutting Dorn off. Where do you all stand with this? We have problems to deal with this one.
Kashan kind of steps forward and looks at you and says, Molfin, we are not here for conflict. We are here for one thing and one thing only. We were told by this individual, Mr. Ambercrown, that he knew the secret of finding some of these other pieces. I want them found as well, but I want to find them before someone else does.
Ooh.
And Dorn has spoken to me and told me that you can help us all achieve this. Which is why we are here. Consider us a third party that has about the same interests.
Then I would ask
Brotherhood.
this. I proffer a
Yes.
deal to you and your organization. Aid with your coming battle, and assistance in locating said items before, shall we call him Alo Guthrie, happens to locate them. All I ask is you turn and walk and leave Dorn to us.
If I could add, I would also like to point out that I don't think any of you know Dorn or what he's capable of or the levels of deceit that he can fool you with. I think that you don't know him,
He kind of looks.
nor do you know.
He looks at you and he almost cuts you off, Diana. He says, "This man does not threaten me." And he doesn't.
Dorn?
No, Kashan says that to you about Dorn. Like he's not afraid of Dorn.
Oh.
You don't need to be afraid of Dorn. You should be afraid of who he worships and what he's trying to unleash upon the world. You might be
I'm
able to
sorry,
fight a
who would-
witch. Can you fight a god?
What do you mean, unleash upon the world?
Oh, he didn't tell
Do you know who he reports to?
Dorn speaks up. I have told them. I report to Zelroth.
You report to Vecna, you piece of shit.
Ooh! That's preposterous. Who can report to someone who isn't here? I report to Zethroth.
Does the name Zelroth, does that name mean
Zelroth,
anything to Molfin?
Make a religion check.
May I also?
Okay.
Sure.
Excellent. I have to go into my bedroom and get my D20.
Religion. I'll take that.
Wow. Okay. Golf clap.
28.
28. Okay, so the name itself doesn't like it you've never heard it before. But one thing that does stick out to you, and probably Diana as well, the individuals that are with Dorn are clad in very deep, like navy blue. And you notice that they're wearing some kind of charm around their neck. And what it looks like is an X with the bottom closed, like this. And you recognize that is a religious cult, the Cult of the Crushing Wave. It's basically a water elemental cult. You believe that this Zelroth might be like a higher up or the leader of that cult. You guys remember when you guys were with Zetharos and that that group came that were like with the air elemental people? Like, this is the water elemental cult version.
Wonderful. So look back over at Kashan the Red. Should you agree to this deal, I can tell you how I know the initials of the one you're concerned of. And how the other name came to lead me to yours.
And he just looks at you and he says, "Don't you need this man? He's the only one that's seen this location. He's the only one that can bring you to it." And Dorn's kind of like,
Wolfen just sort of looks down at the ground and smiles.
Callista also kind of grins at that.
Diana too.
Awkward.
Sean,
You don't need him alive.
you are obviously a arcane practitioner of some skill. You know as well as I do. I don't need him alive.
At that, Dorn kind of looks at you with his expression changes a little bit. And Kashan just looks at you and says, "So we accept the promise of you aiding us. And in return, we turn our backs and
Walk away.
Have a pleasant afternoon. We will
Mr.
meet you at your tower when everything is done.
Mr. Amber Crown who?" Dorn's like,
Precisely.
"Make a persuasion check, Molfen."
Oh my god.
I'm going to burn the nat 20.
Okay. All right, burning the nat 20.
So that is a 19, because I got a -1.
Is it charisma? You have advantage.
Yeah, but it's the nat 20, it's...
Oh, right. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Nat 20, yeah.
nat 20, and it's... I'm not going to beat a 19.
To be honest,
That's true.
to be honest, you have any, like, this, it doesn't seem like they were here with Dorn. They were their own group. It was kind of like, this was a meeting between three parties to come to some kind of agreement together. But they're starting to see that it's not going to be a together agreement, it looks like. And they, basically, Kashan's like, "I have one stipulation." And he looks at all of you and says, "Not here. Not in my city. Not within these walls."
Okay.
Molfen gives a little nod.
Mr.
Agreed.
Mr. Kashan, sir, I don't know how long I can last in this room before I start throwing hands.
He looks at you and says, "Well, you must practice some self-control then. You do know
I
this.
will hug Diana.
This is
A big bear hug.
this is something.
Self-control.
This is something that we teach all of our arcane practitioners in the host tower of the arcane."
That's so wonderful that you do that. That's so great.
So great. That's great for you.
Good for you.
Okay. Dorn's kind of, you can see a little bit of, he's trying to fake a smile, and sweat's starting to beat up on his forehead a little bit. And he looks at Kashan and he's like, to trust this old gnome is just foolish. It's absolutely foolish. He will never find what you seek. He will never bring it to you because all he cares about is himself. Look at him. Look at what he's done to himself.
He cares about us.
Kashan,
Yes.
I suggest you help us remove him from here, otherwise there will be a crater. Let's go. Move him out.
And at that, like as Kashan begins to move, as everybody kind of begins to situate themselves, Dorn bolts.
Like
Like,
run?
Begins to run to the door.
Can I cast a spell,
Molten
Michael?
is- Nope.
run-
If you guys are gonna do this, everybody's got to roll initiative.
All right, I'll
Okay.
roll
All
initiative.
right.
Yep, I'm down.
All right.
Alright.
24.
I can see Dorn, right?
Yep,
He's running for the door.
A
I'm
7.
gonna.
15.
Yeah.
22.
Whoa!
Damn.
There it is.
Whoa!
Nice. Thanks for showing up, Lachlan.
I feel like there's a hair stuck on one of my teeth. When you come on.
Okay, so what did you end up? Who had Lachlan? You said you had the 22.
I have a 22.
Did
Yeah.
anybody roll higher than that?
No.
All
I
right.
don't think so.
All right.
24.
Oh, Ashlyn did.
24, Jesus.
24.
Sorry, my
Sweet.
microphone was not
Oh,
working
it's
for
all
a
good,
second.
it's all good. So, 22.
I've been talking and wondering why you guys didn't hear me.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Anybody get under a what was between like 15 and 20?
15.
15. Anybody higher than that? Okay. Oh. Put that there. Gotta put this here. Ah. I thought I'd do this to make it quicker, and it's not making it any quicker. I apologize. Okay, how about 10 to 15? Anybody? 10 to 14? Nobody?
Ooh.
Okay. Okay, Molten, what'd you have?
What? I've been talking this whole time. I've been bloody muted.
Oh,
No.
that's it. What did you have?
Nice.
9.
A 9. Got you.
Mm.
What did you?
Zoss, what'd you have?
What'd you have, Zoss?
I got a good old 7.
7. Okay.
Lucky number 7.
Mhm.
As long as Dorn didn't beat a 24, he's about to get tackled by an insane monk.
Yeah. Yeah, yeet!
Oh, am I gonna move these?
Bulldog.
Go ahead and just keep in mind, Ashlyn, I'm just gonna let you know that you're gonna be first up.
Really?
So go ahead and prep your while I'm finishing this off. There's that, and there is that. All right, my initiative order is set. I'm gonna change our music, and Ashlyn will be up first.
Alright. I'm gonna attack and try to stunning strike him.
There you go.
Oh.
Right to Dorn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna run up to him.
Okay. Yeah. Easily
and,
done.
Okay. So, oh, that's a crap roll. Dirty 20.
A dirty 20.
Crap roll.
That hits.
Okay. So, 1d10, because I can roll the right dice now. So that's 13 points of damage,
13 on Dorn.
and I want to stunning strike him.
Stunning strike. Okay, that's a
Con save 18.
con save of 18.
Yeah.
Okay. He fails.
He is stunned until the end of my next turn.
He is stunned. As he gets
What?
Ashlyn runs up and just drills him right in the between the back of his shoulder blades, and he just goes "Ugh!" and like freezes in place.
Run up to one of the other guys and punch him in the face.
Wait.
Oh, wait, no. Okay, never mind.
Which guy?
The guy in the yellow robe.
The woman in the yellow robes?
The blue ones are Dorns, right?
Yeah, no,
Oh, the blue ones are Dorns. Okay.
There's
we've got the blue
One of
tiefling
blue tiefling
and the guy with the makeup.
and the guy with the makeup. Yep.
The guy with the makeup.
Okay.
His makeup's not as good as Kristy's.
Oh.
So let me try to hit him. Oops. For a
Ooh.
a 22.
Okay, I think that's gonna do it. Let me double check one thing really quick. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So actually that's my other attack, so I can roll the d10 again. Oh, that's only 10.
10 points of damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do a unarmed strike again. For a wow, that's not fair. A nat 20.
Ouch. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna punch him in the face for a 17.
17 to hit? Or 17
No,
points of
damage.
damage?
Yeah.
Good lord. Okay.
I just want to point out, I love how Molfin says, yes, we won't do it in the city, and Ashlyn is just pummeling everybody to death.
Yep. Now we're starting to brawl inside the yellow candle. Here it goes. Yeah, you walk up, you just like 2 quick strikes. Poof, right to the makeup faced individual, just like his jaw like an MMA fighter just flies back with that last impact. I think that'll end your turn if you don't have anything else.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
The tiefling goes.
Okay.
Mm.
Ooh.
And he sees you basically jumping this guy that's with him. So he goes ahead and is going to... he starts to cast a spell.
Okay.
Molfin's going to cast Counterspell.
You want to counterspell it?
Yep.
All right. It's like he's casting this spell, and it looks like his flesh is starting to change. But then as quickly as it starts to change, it like withers and blackens, and then goes back into the blue tiefling form.
Was it bark skin? Would I recognize that?
You would recognize it as bark skin. Yep, he was trying to boost his AC.
Boy's a druid.
But that didn't happen. So that goes.
Or
back.
ranger.
Or a ranger, yeah.
So that was his spell. He doesn't have a bonus action, I don't believe. So basically, he's gonna move next to Dorn and take like a.
Okay.
And it looks like he's pulling out some short swords as he does, and that ends his turn, bringing us to Lachlan.
Cool.
All right. Oh, Dan and the Moon's here.
Oh, Dan on the Moon, welcome.
Hey, welcome back.
All right. I'm gonna give the Arcane Brotherhood the peace of mind here. I'm not gonna cause much destruction just yet. I just want to look Dorn in the eye, and I'm gonna cast one of those spells that I haven't cast yet. So, Michael, I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation. No, not Prestidigitation. I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy.
Okay.
To slam the door shut as hard as I can until Dorn, you're not going anywhere.
Oh, yes. Do me a favor, Lachlan. Go ahead and roll a d6 because he's kind of like almost at the doorway. I'm going to say these doors like slam him in the nose.
Well, and I think he's pretty stunned too. But
yeah, he's stunned still. But these doors are going to slam him right in the nose.
I roll a 3.
So he takes 3 points of damage from the doors slamming into his face.
Sneak attack.
And actually he slams his large nose and blood just starts pouring, but he can't like reach for it because he's just like almost paralyzed in place as he's not really sure what's going on.
And then I'll use my movement just to get up to the door, and I'm gonna basically treat it as anybody from the Arcane Brotherhood that wants to get out of here, like, fine, they can pass through me as if they're an ally, but anybody else, they're threatened.
Okay, got it. Lachlan, was that one of your spells that we talked about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you. All right. So that's the end of Lachlan's turn. It's Riser's turn. Riser kind of looks to you, Lachlan, and says, "Should I set you up? Just like old times?"
Just like old times.
And you watch him, like, he's standing there, and all of a sudden he just starts going. He starts to tremble.
You won't like me when I'm angry.
And his teeth starts to grit, and then you notice his front teeth start to extend and stretch a little bit more. And his face starts to change. And his snout starts to grow on the front of his face, and tufts of hair start to just pour out from everywhere. His newly purchased leather armor starts to rip in places.
Oh no.
As tufts of hair and muscle seem to like pour out of this thing. And he stands in front of you, half halfling, half rat. As this massive hairless tail seems to be like swinging behind him. And he rushes and does this barrel roll and rolls on the floor. And then stands right next to that tiefling. And then looks at you, Lachlan, and is like, gives you a wink.
Perfection.
And that's all he can do on his turn. Because it takes an action for him to transform. So, the guy that Ashlyn was punching gets to go next. But before that, Kashan the Red is going to do something, and he begins to cast a spell.
I just stunned him. We weren't gonna kill him here.
No, we're trying to restrain him.
Kashan basically told you, don't do this in my city.
Yeah.
And here you are doing it in his city.
Just hold him for transport.
So he does something, casts a spell, and that ends that, and brings us to this guy. So
You're muted.
You're muted.
Did I recognize the spell he cast?
You did not.
Okay.
It didn't have any apparent effect, from what you can tell. This man is got a monk in his face. So he basically looks to you, Ashlyn, in front of him, and he starts to cast, and he's pulling his hands, and he starts to pull from below on the ground, and he starts to say these incantations that sound really like essy and sloshy in his voice, and all of a sudden this massive wave kind of appears like right in the space between you and him, and is going to like crash down on top of you.
Okay.
So I need you to go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw for me.
I've got the thing. Can't find it on this because I'm not used to.
Oh, actually, this is actually a 30
I've got
foot.
evasion.
You got evasion. This is actually a 30-foot wide wave. So based on where you guys were moving to, I think this one would also, since Lachlan, did you say you moved in front of the door?
Yes.
This would also affect you.
All right. Do I have to do a dex save?
Dex save. Yes. What'd you roll, Ashlyn?
18.
18. You have succeeded.
Okay.
So
Net 20.
Hey.
And I have evasion.
So you
And I have evasion.
Do you have evasion as well, Ashlyn, or not?
Yes.
You do?
So you take no damage.
So you
if they
take
succeed.
no damage, and you are not knocked prone by the wave as it slams, and then the water just kind of sloshes up against the far wall. Tables just get tipped over, windows crash, and water
no.
pours out of the windows in this place. And that ends his turn.
He said not to fight here.
Yeah. I'm sorry. He was running. What should I have done?
I think you're okay, Ashlyn. It's these guys that are the problem.
Okay. Yeah.
The hawk on the shoulder of the tiefling flies off and goes to Lachlan and tries to scratch him. That is going to be a... Why didn't I put that in there? There we go. That is going to be a 17 to hit.
That hits. The hawk hit me.
You take 1 point of slashing damage.
Ouch!
And this hawk's just sitting there, like, flapping its wings, hovering, like, right next to
me. What is this?
That ends the hawk's turn, bringing us to Callista.
All right. Seeing I need to de-escalate the situation and what I wanted to do initially anyway, I'm going to cast Hold Person at 4th level, so all 3 of them need to make a save.
Okay. Hold Person. So you're trying to do Dorn, the tiefling.
Dorn and his 2 buddies.
Stunned,
yeah.
Does he have disadvantage on this save for being stunned? I don't.
Hold Person, I think it's a mental save.
I think it's a mental save, so it wouldn't.
Yeah.
I think it's Dex and
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Wisdom save.
Okay, so you're doing it on. I'm gonna roll for his goons first since I've got it up here. Wisdom save. Oh boy.
Yeah, strength and depth. That's it.
This individual failed, but is going to use a legendary resistance to succeed instead.
Wait, does Dorn have to speak?
Does Dorn have to speak?
He can only speak only falteringly, just in case that comes.
Got it. Got it.
Okay.
So that'll affect his spellcasting ability.
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom save, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, why didn't that? There we go. So Dorn.
Oh, no.
Dorn.
Oh, no.
Dorn. Dorn fails.
Oh, good.
And the other individual. Oh boy. The other individual fails as well.
Okay, I'm hoping that stops
You seem to have
the escalation.
You seem to have held 2 of them. The tiefling and Dorn seem to be held in place, even though Dorn was kind of already held there for a moment.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem to have any effect on the individual who just made the wave appear. Hey! Thank you, Dan on the Moon, for all those gifted subs. Thank you so much. We do appreciate it. You're awesome. All right. That's, yeah, they're held. Callista.
Tie him up. That's all I say to the room. Tie him up. Let's stop this. Doesn't need to get ugly here. And I'm hoping the Arcane Brotherhood are like picking up what I'm putting down.
Okay. The other man in the blue robes with the Arcane Brotherhood's turn.
We just want Dorn.
Yeah, we don't even want ugly makeup guy. We just want Dorn.
Yeah, you get the hint that they're picking up, like, that you guys don't really want to fight here. They're trying to figure out, you know. You can see at the split second trying to figure out the best way to resolve this.
Send this to a demi-plane.
Banish all of you.
He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it.
I just like banish this group to like a completely different dimension.
They're like, we want all these people gone. But they don't really have anything to make that all happen.
That mansion, the magnificent mansion, that's all in there.
Can we just fight in a mansion?
Coliseum in the basement.
You see this individual begin to cast a spell. He casts, and like Kashan, nothing really seems to happen.
What is he doing?
And then that brings us to the one in the yellow, the dark-skinned female in the yellow. She is going to... Seeing Riser? Looks at Riser? Oh dear, I'll take care of that. And points a finger out towards Riser. And steps forward. And I believe...
She could, like, greater restoration him and cure his
Cure him?
lycanthropy.
She moves up to him, grabs him on the shoulder, casts a spell, and you watch him transform back into Riser, but a much less hairier version of Riser,
What?
Crap.
without any rage or hate in his eyes.
Oh.
And he looks very shocked as this happens. And that ends her turn.
Well, that was unexpected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Molfen,
How do we know that Riser even wanted that?
you don't.
She's a cleric. She doesn't care.
Yeah, she's like, oh, you poor thing, I'll fix that for you.
You kind of got the idea. It wasn't kind of like I'm doing this as a favor. I'm doing this to make sure you don't go crazy.
Controlling the situation.
Because some of you would know that if you get bit by something that has this condition, you also have this condition.
Oh!
Right. That's fair.
Molfin's going to look at the individual standing, the makeup individual who's not currently held.
Yeah.
As you can see, these two are dealt with. Your best bet is to go back to your master. Tell him to release my wife. Dorn will come with us. And Molfin's going to walk over and...
You do realize, you fool, that if this man does not return, they will kill her. They will offer her as a sacrifice to Al Hydra, the one who will crush
In the back.
the earth. Everything will be water.
Then I guess he's just gonna have to return.
Molfen is going to continue over to Dorn. And what sort of position is Dorn in? Like, what's his body situation?
He's like mid-run with doors slammed up on his face. And his nose is like sideways on the glass of the window. It's a good thing there's like curtains there, because like the people in the restaurant on the other side, which are probably already screaming and running out, but if somebody opened the glass, they'd see him like, up against the glass.
Oh, okay. So, what do I have here that is useful? Molfin's just going to go into his pack.
Okay.
Load a thing of silk rope and just start tying up Dorn.
Okay.
Okay.
You gonna spend your action tying up
start
Dorn? Okay.
Yeah, taking the action. Going to try to take him a couple of shots, probably, because even with Dorn running, it's probably a little bit of work to get up to the head.
Sure.
But making sure to definitely loop a couple around the mouth, stick a couple of pieces of whatever, little fair scraps of paper, something in the mouth, try to make so he can't talk.
Okay.
Diana's like, put Lachlan's dirty sock in there.
Perfect.
You're muted, MG.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah. Hey.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks again for another gifted sub, Dan. We appreciate that.
It's really competitive.
Yeah.
There's going to be a promo dance number if this keeps going.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So is
That's all
that
we
all you're
want.
doing, Molfen, with your whole action? That's how you're gonna spend it?
Literally going to make sure that that Dorn can't, once he is no longer held, that he cannot move.
Got you. Yeah.
And then just again, while talking about, tell the bloody person that he'll be back when he's done dealing with us. Just keep wrapping him up.
Okay. Diana, it's your go.
First, I have to make a roll. I'm gonna say evens. I'm just gonna do what I was originally gonna do,
Okay.
and odds, I'm not.
Okay.
I love this. I love when dice tell the
Yep.
story.
Roll for self-restraint.
Yep.
You are
All the
all
time.
so blessed that was on the odds. Diana, who previously had a mace in hand ready to swing on Dorn, will put her mace back in its strap and look at Kashan the Red. Listen, I can respect your city, and we had that talk about self-restraint, so I'm gonna say he really has it coming. However, if you have any way to get us out of here quickly, I'll take it, and I'll hold off for now. And then that's my turn. Diana was really about to run up on Dorn while he was stunned.
I'm
and
proud
take
of
a
you. I'm
big
surprised you
swing.
didn't. I'm proud
I was
of
like,
you.
you got
She was
Dorn
so
stunned,
right.
restrained, and held. He would have been just a punching bag.
Pinata.
The dice said no.
Make
so
a persuasion check for me, Diana.
It turns out I wanted to disintegrate the SOB, but I want the partnership with the Arcane Brotherhood more.
Jeez,
Oh,
the
Bit
bit.
Fairy.
Bit
Oh
Fairy coming in.
gosh.
Oh, Dan on the Moon was taunting her. That's what it was.
Ah.
Dan was taunting her. Oh, Dan.
it was
Oh.
a 20.
He's still topped her. He's got 6 gifted subs.
Wow.
Well, he got.
Oh, that's ruthless.
I think he's in the lead for gifted subs, but I think Victoria just took the bit lead. I think is what happened.
We have our own domain. Stay in your lane.
I mean, MG,
Oh, it was a
you're gonna have to do
23.
something else
23.
besides
Excellent.
with
What?
He looks at the wizard next to him, the elven wizard, and just kind of nods at him. Take it down. We'll get him out of here. And you see him basically nod at him, and he waves his hand. You guys don't see anything happen, but apparently something happened.
Yeah.
End of your turn, Diana?
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. Oh, well, I kind of want an excuse to use my nat 20, but I don't know what for.
Okay.
Never mind.
We still got to get out of the city.
Yeah, we
never know
still
what'll
gotta get
happen.
out of here and deal
That's
with
true.
him.
I just
So-
want to swing on Dorn with my nat 20 one time. That's all I need.
Okay.
All we got to do is get him outside, then you can smash his skull, and then I can suck up his soul.
Let's go.
We got a plan. We just got to get him outside.
I can't believe Diana is really.
Kashan the Red's turn. He is going to. Oh! Whoa! 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 Ouch!
Whoa!
Ouch! Whoa!
Ow! Oh my
I just
god!
It's getting
watched
vicious
our
in
very
chat.
big mother.
It's getting vicious in there.
They're fighting! There's a war!
There's a war in chat. A bit war.
I
Thank
just
you.
watched our
Victoria.
fairy bit mother get
Thanks,
curb
guys.
stomped.
Victoria takes the L on this one.
Oh.
Victoria and
You'll
Dan,
be my
you
big fairy
guys,
in my heart!
you guys are both.
She's like,
You guys are both top notch in my book. Thank
you guys
you.
are
We
amazing.
love you guys.
Best kind of fight.
Yeah, best kind of fight to have is a bit fight. Keep throwing bits at each other. That's great. Food fight. Kashan begins to cast a spell. On everybody.
Okay.
I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
Do we have a sense of like what this is?
Yeah,
that
do we know
wanna
what this is?
Yeah.
Can we,
Can we-
like, if we know what it is, can we, like, willingly fail?
Yeah.
Does it feel hostile or does it feel
Yeah.
interesting?
Yeah.
It feels intrusive,
Like it's
like it's some type of charm, but it doesn't feel like the intent is hostility.
Wait, a charm? Because we're all resistant.
Charm? Oh. Yeah, I
Yeah.
have advantage on that anyway.
Oh,
I
it
will
says
try to-
it says creatures that can't be charmed are immune to this effect. So if you can't be charmed, you're immune. But if you have advantage on charm, you make the check with advantage.
I have advantage versus whiz.
Okay. Yep. So you guys can make
Yeah, I
wisdom
think I have
saving
advantage.
those. All three of the other individuals
Okay,
make
damn,
saving
I'm
throws
sorry.
as well.
20. I got a 20 total.
20.
21!
26.
Well-
26.
26.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, you succeed.
Yeah, I rolled a 16.
Really
for
double rolls?
26.
26.
26. Excellent. Anybody roll less than a 17? Not a single one.
I don't think on our side.
Okay.
We are too powerful.
It appears that the only one to succeed on the other end was the blue cloaked individual. Dorn and the tiefling both fail. Kashan casts Mass Suggestion
Oh.
Oh.
and basically tells everyone, let's all get in a circle. I will take care of the transportation.
Okay.
So basically, everybody who failed is compelled that they have to do that.
Hmm.
Otherwise, we know what he tried to do, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And we're all going to get in the circle anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
gonna,
so-
we wanna
You
fight, we
guys,
wanna fight.
like, yeah, he's just
Yeah.
putting a blanket on everybody because
Fair.
he just met you. He don't trust anybody.
Yeah, smart.
That's true.
Smart.
He just
They're
wants you
gonna have
guys
to do
out of
this
here
thing.
because you're gonna wreck the place.
Yeah.
Also fair. We've done the least amount of damage this time.
It's
Yeah, we've really shown restraint.
yeah, it's Dorn's turn. What can Dorn do? I don't think anything.
He's stunned, held,
Can you make a
tied.
saving throw to break out of any of this?
Yeah.
He can make another wisdom save to get out of hold
He
person.
can get out of hold person. Okay,
Yeah.
he'll attempt.
Oh, well, he can't be. He's still stunned, though.
Yeah, he's still
Yeah,
stunned, but he
he's-
can get out of hold
He
person.
can try to get out of hold person. Let's see how he does. He rolled a 21.
Okay, he does.
So he breaks the
Oh.
hold on him, but he's still tied up and
Still
still
stunned.
stunned until the end of Ashland's turn, which indeed it is Ashland's turn at the top of the second round.
Okay, is the other guy still free, or did we tie up the other guy too?
I'm the only one who tied anyone, and I just went for Dorn.
We just
Um,
want Dorn.
The cloaked individual seems to be of his own mind. The tiefling individual that I think the tiefling on the other side of you is being held currently.
Okay, what about the guy I've been punching?
The guy you've been punching is still he's still there. I mean, he was shooting some words back at Molfin, basically telling him if Dorn doesn't come back and report, they're gonna kill his wife.
Okay. I'm gonna try to stunning strike him.
Good idea.
He's
Okay.
annoying too.
Perfect.
Okay. Had to hit him. That is a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Ooh! Max damage. 17 points of slashing damage. And I'd like to spend a key point to try to stun him.
Okay. Wisdom save.
Wait, let me see. Con save.
Con save. Okay. He fails, but he's gonna go ahead and burn his last legendary resistance to succeed instead.
Okay.
Hit him again. Stun him again.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing.
Same thing. Okay.
Melee weapon attack.
You got it.
I'm gonna try to hit him. Ooh!
Ooh.
Dirty 30.
Dirty 30.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah, that hits. There's no way he's avoiding
Okay.
that.
Yeah. We're
Having a 30 when you don't even roll a nat 20 is disgusting.
That's crazy.
Understand.
That's crazy.
So that's a 14 for damage.
14
And
damage?
he has to make another. Yep, he has to make another con save.
On save. What's the DC on it?
18.
He rolled a 17. He fails. So he's stunned
Okay.
now as he takes these 2 cracks. Are you using your sword or were you just punching him?
I was using my sword.
Oh, yeah, so you're carving through him. Yeah, so you take 2 slashes. He kind of
Sorry,
stumbles.
but you gotta stop.
You said that was 14 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
He's looking pretty
Yeah,
rough
bonus
already.
action. yeah. And that's it.
That's it?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
It's the tiefling's turn. He's held. So I don't think he can do anything but try to save out of it, I believe. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to try to save out and fails with a 2. That ends his turn. Lachlan, you're back up, standing in the doorway with a hawk, like flapping its wings over next to you.
Could I spend my turn trying to facilitate the circle, I guess? Like how all these held people trying to like get them into position where they like have to like hold somebody's hand and like make this thing happen, or
Sure. Who are you targeting?
well,
I would say
2 of them look brainwashed, right?
2 of them look what?
2 of them look kind of brainwashed right now, right? By
Yes. Yeah. And
so the one that's not.
one of them looks like staggering, like just got stunned by Ashlyn with the blade.
Gotcha. So I guess maybe can I like take him and put like his hand in somebody's hand? I'll take his other hand so that like at least we've got him in a circle and see if he gets pulled along. Or
Yeah, make a strength check.
oh, that's gonna go well.
You're trying to like yank him over there, you know?
Yeah, it's gonna go real well. 13.
13. He was stunned. Wasn't hard. You kind of yank him over. He stumbles up forward, kind of leans up against this other individual that's stunned beside you.
Cool.
That's it?
That's it. Hurry up, get in a circle. I want to fight.
All right. Riser looks at his hands.
Oh yeah.
What happened?
You look weird, man.
Oh,
Is everything okay?
What's? I don't understand. And he spends his whole turn doing that.
You were cured, yay!
He looks shocked.
I don't
It's
think he
it's the
wanted
cloaked guy. The cloaked guy is stunned, so he can't do anything. The hawk is not stunned and is going to try to continue to attack Lachlan. +5.
Freaking bird!
That's a 24 to hit.
That hits.
You take 1 point of slashing damage. Is it
Like claw mark
It's
down
just
my
like clawing
face.
at your face, flapping at you. That ends the hawk's turn.
As soon as I can fight, this bird is dead.
It's Callista's turn.
All right, I'm gonna grab Dorn and start dragging him back to the circle.
Okay, go ahead and make a strength check as well.
I'm not very good at that. Oh Lord, no.
Diana's like, Callista, keep that thing out of my range.
14.
14, yeah. Easy enough. You kind of slide him over, get him into position next to the other 2 who seem to be held there. Is that all you're going to do?
Was that my action to do?
Yeah, it would be your action, so you got a bonus.
I think that's it.
Okay. The blue and yellow wizards get in position in a circle. And then they look towards Molfin. His turn.
As we're all circling up, Molfin, I have a pretty good idea of the spell he's going to cast, right?
Yeah.
And being that I'm pretty sure I know this spell, I know that you have to be a willing participant to come along on this trip, right?
I believe so.
Okay. As Molfin is stepping in, it looks over at Kashan the Red. Actually,
and you have the idea that it's probably going to have to take 2 people to do this because there's a limited amount of people that can ride, you know?
And Molfen saw that this guy didn't seem to get the same glazed look as the other two did.
For suggestion.
Do we need everybody in this?
No, we don't.
Molfin's going to walk over and get into circle, and as he does, looks over at Kashan the Red. I apologize, but I don't believe this one is coming with us. And is going to cast a spell on the currently stunned makeup man.
Okay.
And I am casting Disintegrate.
There you go.
Why?
There you go.
Clean up a
Remove
loose
the
end.
one who just
Clean up a
threatened.
loose end. Yep.
Disintegrate.
Just threatened his wife.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't think because it's stunned. Does stunned mean that they get because this is this a saving throw or is this an attack roll?
It's a saving throw. It's a dex save.
Okay, I think
And he's stunned.
if
He
they're
can't.
stunned,
He can't move.
Sarah, tell me, does stunned make it that they cannot
Automatically fails. dex
automatically
saving
fails
throw.
dex saving throws? That's what I thought.
So that is 97 points of force damage.
Okay,
Oh, dear.
I'll let you describe how you disintegrate him, because he is nothing but a pile of ash now.
Wow.
As Molfen is walking over and says that to Kashan, just reaches out and points his own hand, not the decrepit one he attached, his own flesh and blood, and just points at him as he's and springs a little dust out. You really shouldn't have threatened my wife. And then points, and you all watch as this sickening small green ray pulses out from Molfin's hand and strikes him in the face. You watch as the body just, even held there stunned, just slowly starts to, and just dissolves into sand and ash. Some of it probably getting stuck on Lachlan's hand from where he was holding it.
Lachlan, you're like trying to like guide these people into a circle, and then all of a sudden,
Well,
the one all of a sudden just falls to pieces.
that's another way to do it, I guess. At least we left the tip, for the cleanup.
Dustpan. That's it.
Yep.
Molfen will get in line, standing next to one of the Arcane Brotherhood people.
Okay, Diana.
Okay. I would like to get into the circle, but my question is getting into the circle an action, my movement, bonus action? How are we classifying that?
Honestly, you'd only have to move like 10 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will use a little bit of my movement to get into the circle.
Okay.
And then would it be possible for me to hold my action for a trigger?
Sure. What's the trigger?
The trigger will be as soon as we land wherever this spell is taking us.
Okay. Sure. As
I
soon as you pop
Do
out.
whatever.
Okay.
I know.
Yes.
Sure.
I hit the ground. Don't get smacked.
Fantastic. So now it's Kashan's turn. Riser's not currently in the circle. But as you guys are like tallying up, Molfen, you would know if you're going to teleport, you can only teleport 8 people. So you can see him kind of like looking around and kind of deducing like what he's going to do. And those of you kind of that are in the circle, he begins to cast an incantation. And you guys have that familiar
Be right back, Riser.
and you disappear.
You're supposed to live new life here anyway. So,
I think he needs time to reflect on what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what happens is you guys all pop out on a hillside with light foliage. There's a large kind of old-looking tree at the top of the hill where he kind of like popped you out of. It's kind of his landmark.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And he pops you
Okay,
out, and you notice that it is only him. The other two wizards are not there. But Dorn is there, and also the tiefling is there. The hawk is not, Lachlan.
Yes! Everything's coming up, Lachlan.
You did me a solid, man. Thanks.
So it's all 5 of you. It's Kashan the Red. It's Dorn. And it's the tiefling. And I think the way it works with teleport is they're still under the effect if they were under effect of a spell. Just like pop out right there.
Yep.
And I think that's going to trigger a held action. But before that, Kashan's turn technically isn't over. Because he does have to roll. And his form, as you see him for a second, disappears.
Wait, what?
His form disappears.
His form?
He's gone. And it's just you standing there on the hillside. You guys are just on this hillside with Dorn tied up. And this tiefling, who I believe is still held. So he's still like with his short swords. And that's and it's actually Dorn's turn.
Held action.
Oh yeah, held action. Go ahead.
I'm so excited. Okay, Diana, all of her movement and races up to Dorn.
Okay.
Magic mace out. I'm going to spend 5 of my 6 charges to deal extra damage. And I'm just going to use my nat 20 to swing on him.
Okay. I think the way it works is you probably can only spend 2 charges to juice it. I think it's like you can spend 1 to do 1d6 and 2 to do like the 2d6 and the frightened effect. I don't think you can juice it any farther than that. But the nat 20 is still going to have effect because it'll be 4d6 instead of the 2.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you rush up. You can see the hatred glaring in Diana's eyes as this mace starts to glow and just smacks Dorn right in the face, like direct hit.
If I could, this is also like she's flying at him and just straight tackles him with this mace.
Perfect. Sure.
Everything else. Cinematic. Anyway.
So yeah, I think your mace is a d6, right? Is that the base damage for your
My mace is 1d6 plus 3.
1d6 plus 3. Excellent. So you're going to roll 2d6, but then you're going to also roll an extra 4d6, and that's going to be radiant damage.
Cool. Alrighty.
You're muted.
This is the d6.
D6 is the cube. It's
the cube.
The cube. The ice cube.
D6.
D6. Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a 5 and a 6. Hang on, let me get the calculator. That's 6. Okay. The other 2.
That was the good thing about Roll20, you know. Most of the time it did all the math for you.
Yep. That's what I need.
I do 27 points of damage plus 3, right?
Yes, plus 3.
So yeah.
Plus 3
So
actually makes that 30
points
of
of
damage.
damage. Oh my goodness. 30 points of damage.
Diana is screaming. Diana has gone feral. If Diana could rage, Diana is raging.
I love when the girls rage.
Diana has a temporary level in Barbarian.
We've all been there.
Yeah, with that impact, Dorn is rocked, and he basically falls prone because he's tied up too, and you kind of like rushed into him. So he's now like slammed down on the ground, his face just pouring blood from a broken nose from a door, and now another massive impact by radiant energy.
I can have a bonus action. Do I have a
Wow, that was evil.
You could use your spiritual weapon because you attacked with your real weapon.
Yeah, you could cast spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
That is so true.
You could?
Wow.
And it can take a hit, So swing.
Diana's going down the
do
road
that.
of witchcraft here, fella, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what's going on here.
I cast spiritual weapon.
Okay. Are you going to attack?
I am all for the third. Oh god, I don't remember. Oh wait, it's on the thing. Okay.
I think it's D20
Your
plus
spell
your spell
attack.
attack bonus. Yeah.
And oh yeah. Okay.
And you have advantage because
So
he's
wait.
prone.
So how do I roll that again? That's D20, right?
D20.
D20
Plus your
Okay.
spell attack, which should be a 12.
Oh,
Mine says plus 10.
Oh, yours
Yeah.
is a 10. Okay.
gosh, you have advantage.
A 19.
19 hits.
Awesome.
You can roll your damage.
And that is 1d8 plus 5. Is this a d8?
I think
Yes.
that's a
no,
D10.
D8 is
Yeah,
the
that's a D10.
pyramid.
You want the diamond.
Yeah, it looks kind of like a
Yeah.
diamond. You know diamonds, right? Yes,
Yes.
that's it. that's what you need. Girl's best friend, right?
That was a 1 plus a 5 is a 6.
6 is still good. Extra
6
damage.
is still good. I did 36 total damage.
He's looking really rough as this spiritual mace slams down onto him as he's laying there tied up. It's Dorn's turn. Was Dorn was not stunned at the beginning of or at the end of Ashland's round, so he's no longer stunned.
Right.
And I think did he save from being held? I think Dorn was able to save. The other guy wasn't.
Yeah,
On
he
his turn,
saved.
So basically, he's just tied up.
Tied up.
I have a question. If I spent my 2 slots to make him to do extra damage, does that also mean that I made him terrified of me?
Oh, he has to make a saving throw, right?
Yes. I don't remember what it was.
It's probably wisdom if it's fear.
Probably wisdom.
Yeah, safe to say.
Does
I'm trying to get the
does an
roll.
18 beat your DC?
Oh, that motherfucker.
I guess that's your answer.
I guess that was enough. Yeah, he doesn't appear to be afraid of you, although he is very badly hurt. But he is going to actually, before it transitions to his turn, he's actually going to use his reaction. Since you just hit him, he's going to start chanting towards you in a terrible, like, let me see if he has.
Can he? I put a gag in his mouth.
Oh, yeah, he can't. Yeah, you got the gag in his mouth. So, yeah, he's going to try to... He's got to try to get out of here. What can he do to get out of here?
I don't know.
What can he
The
do?
fuck he won't. We got Ashlyn.
Or do something that doesn't require vocal. Well, somatic. He's tied up. Yep. You can't do any of that. Can't do any of that.
This is the Remorize fight all over again.
Yep. I had all this good stuff, too. All this good stuff. There's a bunch of good
So
stuff.
terrible.
All this good stuff.
I did the good stuff.
I got all this good stuff, and I can't use none of it.
No. Oh, no.
Fine. He's going to try to break his bindings.
Fine. Go Hulk mode.
Unfortunately,
do
he
it.
is not very strong.
Oh,
So let's see how he
buddy.
I know that pain.
Me too.
does.
Nice.
I wish I
Right.
did.
He would have succeeded. He would have succeeded, but he has a -1, which brings his check is from a 10 to a 9. So he does not succeed as he's struggling on the ground trying to get away. He does manage to he's just kind of like trying to shift his body weight. It looks like he's trying to like figure out a way like he can dodge this Diana like reaching up. You can see like he's trying to do something. But that ends his turn.
Diana looks like a maniac. I just want to throw that out there.
Ashlyn, it's back up to you.
You want me to stun him again so you can just like
Stun him.
hit him?
Stun him.
Okay,
Hit him.
okay. I'll hit him again and try to stun him. I'll try not to kill him. I don't know. You can always bring him back and kill him again.
Oh, and
I guess.
I just want to check. I know we're at 11:15. Is everybody still good and okay?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I check on everybody.
Dang, I do go in at 8 tomorrow. But I'm good.
Okay.
You'll be fine until this battle is over. Work will understand.
Work well.
Yeah, this has been building. It's fair. And I feel like we've got a handle on things, fingers crossed, so it might not be that bad. It shouldn't be a
Yeah.
4-hour fight.
We'll
Shall we
see.
clean this up quick?
Ashlyn, you trying to stun him?
Yeah.
22 to hit.
Oh, you do have advantage because he's prone.
Oh, okay. Dirty 30 to hit.
Yes, you hit him.
Oh,
Okay, and then 5 plus 7, 12 damage.
12 damage.
nice.
And stunning strike?
And stunning strike.
Okay, stunning strike is constitution.
Yep,
16.
that will fail.
That'll fail. So he's
So
stunned.
stunned. And what about the other dude? How's he looking?
He's looking like he is still being held.
Do you care about this guy at all?
No.
He's just got both short swords like out. Like you can see his eyes like moving around, but he's not moving.
Disarm him.
So,
Okay, I'll take your short swords away.
Okay, yeah, you pull his short.
And-
They look really nice.
Nice.
Ooh.
Like they got like carvings
Okay.
in the blade and everything. It looks like watery designs, like waves crashing in on each other as it climbs up the blade.
Ballista, she'll probably like these. They're like elemental and stuff. Okay, then I'll punch him in the face.
Sure.
Oh, Ashley.
That is a 19 to hit him in the face.
19 hits.
Okay, and
You have advantage, I think, because he's
right,
basically
right.
paralyzed.
Yep.
Okay, so that is 27 to hit him in the face.
Yeah,
Nice.
you're definitely gonna knock a few teeth out.
And then 11 damage.
11 damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that's it.
That's it.
Yep.
It's actually his turn.
Okay.
Okay.
So he's held, so he has to try to break the hold. And that happens at the end of his turn. So that's a whiz save, I believe.
Yep.
Oh, come on, give me a good die here. Give me a good roll. No,
Do it.
roll in the box. He's still held.
Oh. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
So I'm just standing there with one hand being like, let's see how long this
That's
takes.
it, yeah, you're just holding on to him. Lachlan, it's your turn.
all right. I guess I'm going to. And everybody's kind of clustered together right now, right? Is that
Yeah, we're all kind of
Within
around
a
him.
circle of about, 15, 20 feet kind of deal.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Then I guess I'll just pull out my short sword and I'll stab it at the tiefling.
Go, you got it. You have advantage because he's just standing there. Now with no weapons. So his hands are
Alrighty,
just
yeah.
like this, like an action figure that's supposed to have something in its hands.
Yeah.
You know?
You put it in their hand,
I'm
there
Cougar.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll attack him with the short sword. I only rolled a 16.
Ooh.
16 to hit.
Wow.
You actually hit him.
Huh?
Nice.
Mhm.
And I have a sneak attack because I'm, you know,
Yeah, and Ashlyn's standing
'Cause
right there.
Rogue.
And you have advantage.
30 damage.
30 damage.
Yeah.
Describe how you kill him.
I just look him in the eye while he's like, his eyes are darting around. I'm like, F you and your damn hawk. And then I just like slit his throat.
And with that, he kind of just, he's still being held, but he just like slowly goes down like this. It just lands onto the ground.
And I like rub the hawk scratch a little bit because it actually does hurt.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll remove that one from the initiative. And Callista, you don't seem to have anybody under concentration anymore, so.
All right. Everyone seems to have this handled, so I'm just gonna kind of walk over and I'm going to alter self to look like him.
Okay. Beautiful.
No one's gonna miss you. And I kind of just look and expectantly at Molfin and Diana.
Oh.
His last view is him standing over him.
And that actually takes us to Molfin.
Oh, that's dark.
Mhm.
That's dark.
With Diana on
How
deck.
how's he looking?
He looks really bad.
That's why I didn't attack him.
He's bleeding, he's weak. He looks like he's trying to plead for his life, but he can't get the words out because he has some rope in his mouth.
And he's stunned.
Molfin's gonna sort of walk over
Well,
next to his
he was
head.
pleading for his life, and then somebody elbow dropped him, and now he's just like, basically.
Molfin's gonna walk over and just look down, ball up the hand, and then look at Diana. And as he pulls back, I'm gonna hold my action and wait. And when Diana swings, Molfin's gonna swing right at the same time.
Okay.
Aw. That's kind of cool.
Diana, it appears you've been teed up.
Swing,
love
better
it.
swing.
All right. How should we do this? All right.
Diana, as you're watching Molfin, and he's looking at you, every moment that you've shared with Dorn starts flashing through your mind. Like from the time you were taken in to the Temple of Ilmater. Like you start to see those times where he was going through sacred texts, teaching you how to interpret Ilmater speaking to you. Those times where he was taking you out to take in the innocents who were wronged, to aid them, to support them, to ease their pain, and to stop their suffering. And then the images start to flash by. If you remember, you didn't witness them, but it's almost as like a fabrication of your mind of this individual meeting with not Delphin, communicating those things, meeting with the Horncrow family, talking about contracts and how these individuals that they were housing or keeping safe could be used for a business opportunity. You see him holding that same hand that is now being held up high by your wizard friend. And you see his face, but then you see it wither, and you see it change, and you see it turn into something else. A rotting, fleshy face with only one eye. The nose.
Dorn's face?
Yeah, it's just an image you're seeing in your mind.
God, okay. Thank God.
It's like the flesh is almost sloshing off. You can see the skull underneath. Looks a lot like that hand. And it just begins to laugh. What do you do?
Diana is going to grab Dorn by the collar of his shirt and haul his busted ass up to his feet
Okay.
and look him in the eye and tell him that I've been thinking about this every single day since the Temple of Ilmater, since I learned of your defilement. And every single day I've thought, what would Ilmater want me to do? Would he want me to show you mercy? And maybe, but I also believe that Ilmater wants me to protect the world from people like you. And Molfin is a part of that too. And I think the best way to protect the world from someone like you is to take you out of it. And with that tee up, as Molfin did for me, I have my mace wielded to like hit him right across the skull.
Mm-hmm.
Molfin, I don't know where you intend to punch him, but
Right in the other side.
on the other side. Okay, wow. So we're just gonna pan him.
Diana, you'll have to hold Dorn a little lower.
Line him up.
Drop Dorn to his knees.
On his knees.
I would like you both to make attack rolls with advantage.
Yay,
Oh,
fun.
okay. So that I was trying to type it in, so that's actually going to be a 17 from Molfin.
Oh.
Just hits.
9.
That is
I got
Everybody,
I got a 6.
16?
Yeah. I think
6
yes.
points of bludgeoning damage and 9 points of cold damage.
Okay.
But you have your spiritual weapon.
I do have my spiritual weapon. That is true. But I mean, that's just
Your
like a
spiritual
little
weapon could be
action.
like attacking at the same time, in essence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Make attack
Yeah,
roll.
spiritual-
Spiritual
Give me a
weapon
second.
with advantage as well.
Swing at the top of the head. Let's just.
It's gonna get gross.
Okay, an 18.
That hits. Roll your damage up.
A 9.
9. You guys can collectively describe how you put Dorn down.
Yay!
Molfin's just waiting for that mace swing.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mace swing
at the
is-
moment, just everything, all the. Just fight, and you watch just the fury of the smallest creature as Diana sort of pushes him down and winds back, Molfin winding up as far as he can and just literally trying to drive his fist through the side of Dorn's head, trying to reach through and even to hit the mace to
Yeah, and Molfin,
all the angles.
as your fist just gets there just a fraction early before Diana's mace kind of comes across. So when you hit him in the face, his head actually goes this way, and then the mace hits and hits this way, and you can hear a snap.
Yeah.
And there isn't even like a yelp. There isn't even a groan. It's almost like an instantaneous click. His head is cocked to the side awkwardly. And then he just plops down. And then the spiritual weapon just comes down and just gives one last boom right down on the face of Dorn. And he sits there, motionless, a motionless body.
With
I drop
Molfin
Ultra
bringing
Self.
up-
And,
With Molfin,
and Molfin
bringing up-
immediately goes into his pocket and using his reaction pulls out a small silver cage and will cast Soul Cage.
There it is.
There it is. And you watch
Ooh.
as this
Yes.
beaming kind of light forms inside this cage and is trapped within.
Molfin will just sort of hold up in front of him. Told you I didn't need you alive. And then sort of hold up and show Diana.
Oh, he looks so cute in there. Perfect. Oh, with the mention of Molfin being like all of the rage in the world in a tiny little creature, I feel like when Diana finishes her speech and then makes the final swing of her mace, all of her rage dissipates because she kind of got her payback with that initial tackle. I think that at that point it became about like duty to and service to the world.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, "This is for everybody."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you kind of look down at his corpse, and you can still see he's wearing the symbol of Elmater around his neck.
Ooh,
And it's
I
just,
snatched that off.
you just like rip it right off. Like you can feel the chain snap of this holy symbol. And then appearing in front of you Kashan the Red.
Good timing.
Oh, I never left.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry about the mess.
At least it wasn't in my city.
Where are we?
Oh, you're about 3 miles
You can't
outside.
say-
Okay.
Oh, look.
We should probably go back to the inn. I have a pile of dust to clean up.
Need to check on Riser.
Yeah, you might want to
This is
throw
getting
some
embarrassing.
coin to the inn while you're at it to clean up the mess.
Yeah.
Moffat sort of pointedly looks up. Bitch has already fleeced me for 20 platinum today.
Do you, he looks at all of you, looks down at the body. Feel better?
I have what I needed. Hold up there, soul cage.
Well, good. Well, as far as I'm concerned, we made a verbal agreement and a verbal arrangement. I do expect and hope that you would all back up your end of the deal.
Yes,
Of course.
well, before I found out Elder Luke was no longer a part of your organization,
Elder
he
Luke.
mentioned the name of Alan Grease, so...
Oh. You know the name.
Oh, yes, that's the reference to Allo Guthrie, the AG. I was hoping you had picked up on that. Apparently not.
Well. To be honest, that's my reasoning for all this.
Yes, it was his reasoning for seeking me out. Apparently he was rather... what's the word? Important in the prior attempt to usurp this individual.
Well, it's a good thing I got to you first. Because he's the one I don't want to have these materials. Because he will try to use them against me. Just like he did before, when he first took the tower.
He tried to use them on you
Wait,
before.
I'm sorry. Are we talking about Grease or are we talking about Elder Luke?
Greeth was the original builder of the host tower of the Arcane. He rose the tower as a wizard, and then the power corrupted him. And he became evil and obsessed with power. 2 individuals, the one that you speak of, Elder Luke, took arms against him. He got away. Went hiding for many years. Returned as a lich. Killed Elder Luke. And all the other conspirators against him. Retook the tower to become the Archmage Arcane once again, this time with the power of a lich. Then the armies of the north rose against him. Flushed him out. They thought they killed him. But what they didn't realize is they never found the phylactery. Arklim Greeth will come again. This time he won't just be a lich. He will want more. He cannot have these items left over from the god who failed.
Oh, wonderful. One more person looking for me.
He's gonna need to get in line. We have a long list.
May I make a request? Maybe I'm off topic. Never mind.
No, go ahead.
That's good. Never mind.
Go ahead. You can ask
I
him.
was going to say, if none of you minded, I would like to keep Dorn's body for a minute.
Do whatever you want, Diana.
I just have plans. I just don't know how to preserve him. That's all.
I wasn't planning on it.
I mean,
I mean, I could certainly animate him if you need him to go somewhere.
Can we not?
Just an offer. I'm just throwing it out there.
I just have
It's like that strange thing, you take it, throw it against a wall, see what sticks. You know?
Right. Yeah.
Right. Well, I'm just gonna go mind my business and try to figure out how to move this body.
Yeah, as you're saying that, Molfen, you guys are having this conversation. Kashan the Red looks at you and just says, "You do know that Arclem Greeth was a half-decent wizard until he started raising dead as well. It drove him mad and turned him evil."
Well, he didn't have us to keep him in line.
Fair point.
Well, to be honest, other than holding people this time, you didn't see the more violent side of her, but she is rather frightening.
I've seen it.
These items with proper use and gestures at the 4 individuals around him. Proper control. Aided in the killing of Imrith. The rebalancing of the Ordning. Will eventually deal with that. No, well, we won't get that far, but
There's that other lich we got.
one
The other
lich. Yes, well,
Yeah.
that's where we got this from.
Yeah.
The shroud that was originally stolen from the Arcane Brotherhood was in the
Yes.
possession of a lich, which we murdered before. Well, suppose I obtained it and
Yes,
used it partially to kill her, but
it's unfortunate that another lich seemed to find a few of our kind that were easily manipulated.
She definitely had sway over a large area, that's for sure.
Yes.
yes, but her phylactery is long since gone,
Dealt with it, yeah.
as is the rest of her.
So listen, and he points down to Dorn. I could care less about this man. The one thing I do care about is the information that he had. Find the sword. The sword will lead us to the others. If what he says are true, there are more out there. I want them before that fool gets them.
And what is your intention with them?
I'm gonna do what should have been done a long time ago. I'm gonna destroy them all.
Yes.
That is somewhat problematic, given some of them are attached to me.
The rest of them. The ones you don't need.
Like I said, we have a list that we need to get through.
I can do you one more.
What's that?
Molfen, I know you're a wanted gnome.
That's a rather understated comment.
Yeah. The worst villain in all.
All of Faerun!
Send your greatest.
He looks at you and says, I can get the, I can erase it.
What?
Erase what?
They won't be looking for you anymore. You'll no longer have to live in hiding. No longer have to live in fear. That when you go out, you have to constantly cloak yourself in magical disguises. The Lord's Alliance, they will not stop. They will be on your, they'll ride your coattails till you're way off into the afterlife.
And what is your solution for this?
I have connections in the Lord's Alliance. They came to me with that thing you wear on your face. They came to me, trusting me with that thing on your face. They trust my word.
And they also went to Dorn. And they were part of the ones that allowed this thing that is my arm.
Who went to Dorn?
What's that bloody fool woman's name who's in charge of Daggerford?
Dagnabbit?
Morwen?
No,
Yeah.
not.
Oh no, not a Dagnabbit.
Yeah,
Duchess Morwen.
Dagnabbit's the one in Mistral
Morwen.
Hall who wants me dead.
Yeah, that's another one.
Muffin?
But she wants me dead for the Dawn Titan, so I suppose I can let her go for the moment.
Muffin, I'm going to give you some advice. Number one.
Kill them all.
You may have to. Number one.
I'd rather not, but...
Number one. You can't trust anyone. Number two. Not everyone is who they appear to be.
With the exception of us.
I'm reliably sketchy.
That's true. That is very true. That's the truest thing you've said all night.
Well played,
You're
MG.
also
Well
blood.
played.
Seems, well, our interests are aligned, at least for the moment. I have concerns over your intent to attempt to destroy objects that are part of my being.
And you absolutely should. Remember, I said number one. Don't trust anyone.
Not even you.
I only expect you
What
to
if-
follow through on your word.
Should our lovely friend come along, you will have allies in that battle. In the meantime, I believe we have a sword to find, if for nothing else, than to keep the bloody hell away from anyone else. Because if it's in our possession, they can't use it to kill me.
Well, if you excuse me, gotta go meet up with the ones I left behind.
You should go back too.
Do you know where he was keeping his wife?
I do not know,
All right.
but I do know that they are some type of allegiance with a water elemental cult.
Fun.
I'm not sure the depth of it. Like I said, I care nothing for this man. I only wanted his information and his partnership to get what I wanted.
Got a better partner now.
I think we both came out really good. And he looks around.
Yeah.
Because honestly, if that thing escalated any farther in the city, I was going to kill you all.
You certainly would have tried.
He smiles at you. Oh, we would have.
That would have got messy.
Yes.
Yeah, that would good for you.
With all this, you guys all can tell, like, these wizards are completely neutral in their alignment. They make deals and alliances with people that they have something to offer them. That's basically it.
Fair. Callista can respect that, actually. So.
That's it, yeah. It actually works out well with you guys because most of you are that way. So it's like,
Yeah.
Morphin used to be that way.
Well, I'm
Still is to a degree.
I'll meet you there, Molfin. It's taking a minute, but I'll meet you there.
Apparently so will Diana.
Do you Do you have your own means of transportation?
Can you get us back to that inn at the very least?
I can.
We have to pick up Riser.
Oh, can I take this with me? And I point to Dorn's body.
Molfin's just going to sort of pick it up,
Sure.
sort of take the bag of holding and try to start shoving him in like Ashlyn did to Molfin.
Ugh, that's just a
You're
start.
all.
It's not the first time we've had a dead body in there, so
Oh.
We
That's
do
not
this
the
a lot.
first person we've had a
yeah,
live body
this is
in
kind of
there.
a routine. Ashlyn's
Another
face.
dead body somewhere.
We've definitely put a dead body in here before. Definitely.
Oh god.
Like multiple times, yeah.
I would say we could use my chest, but that isn't quite large
No,
enough for a
no, no,
dog-sized person.
No.
Actually, that's a good point. Molfin's going to go and pull out the chest, summon it, take the dead body out, throw it on the side of the tree, close the chest, and banish it again.
Dan on
Chris,
the
we
Dan
don't
on the
need to
moon
upgrade.
says, "Please stop carrying dead bodies. It's not normal."
What is normal in D&D? Tell me.
Diana needs his dead body. It's different.
Okay. Yeah. So he basically what he does is he teleports you guys back to the inn, and immediately upon entering the inn, Lachlan gets attacked by a hawk.
Oh god damn it.
That's
Freaking hawk!
Use,
that's
like,
an
animal
that's an 18 to hit, Lachlan.
That hits!
You take 1 point of slashing damage.
I don't know.
Oh!
Can
My
I
face.
firebolt the
Animal friendship.
thing?
You can firebolt it.
Oh, well.
I
I
think-
was trying to animal friendship
Go ahead.
it,
You guys
but
can do it simultaneously
God.
if you want to.
This is going to get stupid.
I need a wisdom save from the hawk if it survives.
Okay. Okay. Molfin,
12, I don't think that's going to hit.
12 on a hawk.
Might
Let
hit.
me see. Let me double check my hawk stats here. I got my sheet right here. Where's my hawk? Where are you at? There you are. What'd you have?
12.
A 12. Oh, you actually miss. Oh yeah, your shot goes wide, and the hawk calms down. What'd you cast on it, Callista again?
Animal friendship.
Okay. It seems to be friendly. I think it's friendly towards you,
For
It
24
still hates me.
hours.
but I think it still hates Lachlan.
Could I ask it to stop attacking my friend?
Sure. Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Can it be animal handling?
Are you like talking to it? Can you communicate with it with this spell? I mean, is it like a communication type deal? It basically wants to gouge Lachlan's eyes out.
All right, I'll do a persuasion. I really need better persuasion. 14.
14. It leaves Lachlan alone, and
I'll open a window and let it
it flies.
Go.
It flies out.
shut the window.
Thanks, Callista.
The one time I actually do a druid thing.
I'm a little upset. That could have been lunch.
You guys hear?
Ooh, more
You guys hear what sounds like? First, it sounds like crying or something.
Oh no.
Like a heavy breathing or something like that. And as you turn around, like Riser's like tucked underneath a table and doing exactly what Diana's doing right now, like head and hands type deal.
You okay down there?
Oh, I rushed to him. Poor Riser.
I'm just,
Buddy.
Locke, I'm just trying to figure out what happened.
You don't look like yourself.
I don't feel
Well, no, you look like yourself, just a different version of yourself, which is fine.
I don't,
It's absolutely fine.
I don't feel like myself anymore.
I think the lycanthropy was removed.
Would I recognize the spell that she used?
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Okay. I rolled a 7 and I closed my roll 20, so I don't know what my modifier is, but I think it's probably like low.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with not above a 10.
You don't know exactly.
Remove curse or restoration.
If somebody else wants to try to make a check, you can. If you have,
I'll
if you're-
try.
I'm down.
Okay.
You
sure.
said Arcana?
Arcana, yeah. If
Yeah,
you can see Diana's like trying to go over this stuff in her head and like kneeling down next to
12.
Riser. 12.
28.
28.
28. 28 definitely tell you it's definitely remove curse. So he is no
Okay.
longer under the curse of
Yeah.
lycanthropy. Yeah, so he's completely
Molfin's
clear.
sort of gonna walk over and crouch down a little bit near the table. When before everything happened, I cast a spell, Riser, that allowed me to see through to the true being.
Yeah.
The you hidden under this table is what I saw, with the curse not afflicting you. It seems that the person who cast a spell at you after you changed has removed your curse.
He just looks at his hands again and
People will no longer refer to you as a monster.
Molfin, I've been a monster for so long.
No, you haven't.
Riser.
I don't know if I can be any different.
Yes,
How
you
about I
can.
send you back home, and you should talk to my dad.
That's
He's
a good
been through
idea.
this. He was once a monster too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He was a giant
One of
spider
the-
monster. It was
Hideous
terrifying, like
thing.
disgusting.
He was cursed by Lolth.
I think
Are you...
I would like that.
Okay, come here.
Oh.
So you grab Riser, kind of stands up,
And I'm going to just use my teleportation staff to send him to my room. And it automatically happens.
okay. Do you want to do that to everybody?
No, just him, because we have to go get Molfin's wife.
Okay. So you send.
I'm
him,
just sending him.
and he
Yeah.
bamps out, and that's where we're gonna end tonight's episode of Kindred
Oh,
Lists.
wow.
Wow.